All right, guys, episode 28, 2-8 of the podcast with KT, Bridget, and Eddie. Shout out to them for an awesome conversation. It was crazy how Bridget and KT met. It was they were playing ball, they were competing against each other, and somehow they connected because they both balanced each other out, which was super dope to hear. And Eddie was saying that after we did the Red and Eddie podcast, it would be dope to have a woman's perspective on just relationships and just talking to being open with, you know, the feminine and the masculine, and just I feel like we opened up and just talked about a lot of stuff, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Drink some not water, coconut water. Drink coconut water because it's amazing, and hopefully you guys have an amazing day. All right, appreciate you guys. One love.
It's really live. It's really live.
We're live. All right. Hold on.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, hey.
We're in for a good one.
I brought
Oh,
two. So this is actually like one of my favorite ones. It's called Zinfandel. This is like a red blend. It's really it's like one of my favorite ones. Hopefully, I guys wanted you guys to try it.
Yeah, I'll try it.
And then this one is called Psych. I've never tried it, but just the name, I was like,
Psychedelic.
I was like,
The front looks pretty too.
you guys want to
The
see it?
front of it, yeah. It's pretty.
Oh yeah, that is pretty.
What's it
That's
smell
really
like?
pretty.
Oh,
That's a nice
I'm gonna
comparison.
open it right now too.
here you go.
Which one do you guys normally like?
Stella.
Stella, that's
yeah,
right.
Stella, Moscato,
Red or white?
red.
Red.
And
What about you?
I'll go with red. The ones that I remember, it's red.
I don't really like the white wines.
Do you like
the clear ones?
I can't recall. Like I
Do-
can't recall
no.
tasting it, but I should
Yeah.
probably try it.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, it's a little too strong.
Yeah.
You guys like rosé?
overpowering.
I like rosé.
Rosé.
Rosé's good.
I had rosé in Vegas one time. It was fine. It had a little Hello Kitty bottle.
Did you like Vegas?
It was chill. It was alright. I was 18. I haven't even gone since I've turned 21.
It's overrated.
Yeah, but we're
really
gonna go.
It really is.
We're gonna go and we're gonna go with everybody that made the project, the album that they recently made. Should be fun because, you know, we're all gonna go and just gonna vibe out and everything. You know?
Right. No, it's fun when you go with a group of people, you know, but
How was your time in Vegas?
it was fun because it was my best friend's birthday.
Oh, okay.
But it was like, it's just overrated to me. Like, you
Like-
just spend money there. That's all you do.
Well,
you
when
just
you say
spend money.
That's how it
overrated,
is.
Yeah. You
You
just
don't really,
spend
you
money.
don't really think about anything though.
Where
know,
did you
when you're out while
guys?
you're out there.
Where'd you guys stay?
We stayed on the Strip. I don't remember what it was called, but it was next to like a, what's that bad food place? White Castle. That place.
Okay.
Yeah.
KT, you try too many things out because you can't remember all the restaurants you've been. You be out there.
So
You
many
be out
restaurants.
there.
I'll be out there.
Hey, what's the last good restaurant you had?
That vegan restaurant with the
No.
chicken sandwich on
Oh,
it.
that looked
It
fire.
was so good.
That's What about you, Bridget? What your last time in Vegas? How was that, or how's your experience been in Vegas?
Every time I've been to Vegas, I was dragged out there. I was little.
okay.
I was young. The only time I can remember going again was with her, actually,
Oh, okay.
when we came out here. When we drove out here.
That was an adventure.
Yeah.
Dang. Did you ever hoop? Did you ever hoop in Vegas?
Yes.
Like
Oh.
had games and stuff?
Yeah.
No.
Did you win out there?
It was a long time ago, but I feel like we won
Thank
one
you.
or two
Yeah.
games.
Was it fun? Did you have fun?
Um,
It's blurry. You're like,
Yeah, like-
you're like, I'm not a
No.
bother. Like, I'm not a bother
it
no
was
more.
cool. It was
You're
good.
just being humble. She's like, I'm
No,
not
we
a bother.
still got it in us.
yeah,
Hey,
no,
I
it
seen your
was-
tape. I seen your highlight tape. For real,
Watch
like,
it.
it was
no
nice.
cap. Like, no cap. You kind of remind me of Isaiah Thomas.
Thank you.
And then when you
Thank
throw
you,
your
that's so
layups
nice.
all high,
Uh-huh.
I'm like, dang. And you be having them
Had to.
handles.
Yep.
The
I like
crossover.
Kyrie Irving though. That's my favorite player.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
No, I'm gonna drink it.
What's your team? You have a team?
Anywhere
do you
where
have a
Kyrie
team?
goes, I'm not gonna lie. Like I like, I've always liked the Warriors and the Pacers because I'm from Indiana, but they suck now.
I think
George ain't there no more.
he should have never left.
He should have never left.
But he showed his true colors though.
Yeah, but I feel like Oh.
He said he was a Laker or whatever. He's gonna be a Laker, but then he ends up going with the Clippers.
Yeah.
I was like, man, he liar.
But I don't know. A lot of people talk about him now, and I don't like that. You know, because I feel like when he was up, everybody loved him, and then now that he's kind of like not doing the best, everybody's talking about him.
But I
He
feel
always
like,
that.
wait, what'd you say, Bridget? Sorry.
I said it's always like that though.
Hey, toast.
Cheers, mate.
I already drank
Boy
some.
talk.
Cheers.
Cheers, boy talk.
I drank some already.
What are your thoughts? What are your
On it?
thoughts?
Which one is this?
This is the purple one.
Okay.
Zinfandel.
I like it.
It's nice.
It reminds me of some other bottles we tried.
Like the aftertaste of them.
The aftertaste.
It's let me read it.
What's it called again?
Zinfandel.
Zinfandel. Zin.
So it's unique terroir, jammy with milk, chocolate, boysenberry, mocha flavors, and mocha flavors.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang. Different.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Hey, but Paul George though, I feel like every player goes through that, and I feel like that's where they have to rise to the challenge.
I agree.
Like Kyle Lowry, he went through that too, not making it to the finals, and then he finally proved himself, and it was like all this weight off of his shoulder.
I agree. Well, kind of like with Derrick Rose too. Like, you know, he
Big
fell
time.
off. He didn't fall off, but he got injured so many
Yeah.
times. People kind of stopped talking about him, and then he had that 50-point game night, like a year ago or something, and everybody was like, "Oh, D Rose."
It was
Yeah.
huge, but he's up. But he's always been. It's always been like that challenge.
Yeah.
and
His
I
career,
think,
though,
and I
like,
think
he
that
kept
builds
getting
character.
injured.
It does. It does.
The
Yeah.
injuries too, like for D Rose, I'm just like, oh man, that's tough. But he kept after each injury, he just kept going back.
He did. That's so mentally tough. I
Yeah.
can't imagine that. Even with Klay Thompson, I used to love watching them play, Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
Pure
And now he's been
basketball.
out. Yeah, he
Yeah.
tore his
Pure
ACL,
basketball.
and then tore his Achilles.
Achilles.
I think he did, didn't
Oh
he?
yeah, I think he
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's like two of the worst injuries.
That is-
KT, hey, you be knowing your hoop.
I
You be
do.
knowing your hoop.
I pay attention.
Hey, but trip out on this though. The last time we talked, I remember we were talking about. I was like, I don't know what it was. We talked about basketball, and you're like, you know what? Like, I don't need to be watching basketball. Like, man, there's way more important things going on other than basketball. And when you said that,
Yeah.
that made me think, like, you know what? Like, that's true.
Yeah,
When was this? Like, how long ago was
it's like a
this?
couple weeks ago, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Right?
dang.
It was
we
actually-
were at the new
this is
house or
recent.
the old house?
It was the old house a couple months ago.
So a couple months ago.
But I remember though.
Okay.
I remember, and I was like, oh dang, and made me look at things differently. And I think about it now too. And I've been telling everybody, I'm like, dude, like, you watch every game. Like a game's like 3 hours long. Say you watch 3 games, that's like 9 hours just
Yeah.
on the TV.
Sitting there.
Yeah,
It's just
especially TV. I don't know. I just feel like the more mature both of us have became, it's just like we never watch TV. We never do, and we love basketball. Like we've done that our whole lives, but it's not. There's more important things going on in the world. There's more
Yeah.
important things to do.
How long have you guys known each other?
That's a great story. That is a great story.
Yeah, it is
2 years.
about
Two
two.
and a half.
I think almost 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Almost 3. So not a long time,
Yeah,
but it feels like forever.
Yeah, that's what matters.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Because we've known each other for I want to say 10 years probably.
Oh wow.
Like 10 years.
That's a long time.
That's
Yeah.
a long
That
time.
is. When did you guys meet?
So we lived in an apartment complex together, and I met his brother Jose. I think I was 11. There's this little playground in the middle, and we're like, hey, let's play tag, and that's how we met. So I met his brother.
That's cute.
Yeah, and then
They're like really close friends, and they
Tag
always
is
played.
fun.
Soccer.
hey, everybody plays tag.
Everybody
swear.
does.
Everybody plays
Capture the
tag.
flag. Capture the
the
flag.
I
flag.
still would play that. Still,
We
I
should
just
do that.
can't
We
get
need
enough
to do
people to
that.
do
Tag.
it.
We gotta. We have
should
this
do it
whole.
right
We have
here.
this.
No,
We have
that'd
this
be
whole place. We gotta.
Oh
play
yeah,
tag.
you're right. I want to do a Nerf gun.
Hey, we got some
You
Nerf
got
guns right
Nerf
there.
guns right here.
Like that would be so
No
Remember,
cap.
that's
Hey,
crazy.
no cap.
No cap.
That's crazy.
No cap.
I would just bring it right now.
Bring it.
Just bring one.
I want to see what they look like.
But yeah, we've known each other for a long time, and it's cool having those friends that we've known each for a long time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
Love
agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Having people
Which
out
sometimes
so
that
weird
does
you
matter
saying that.
how long you know someone. Sometimes.
there. Yeah.
It's like good.
It plays
you
a
know?
role.
It does play a role.
Does.
It does.
Like either can make or break your relationship.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah.
Some people use that as a weapon. Well, I've known them that long and this and that,
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's some people you can know your whole life and not you know, you don't trust them
or the love ain't there. Like
That's not
for
there.
me,
Yeah,
like I will meet people that I don't really know that much, but like the love is instant.
the instant.
That's how I felt like with y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Much
Yes.
love.
Same
Like,
thing
you
with
know what I
you.
mean?
Same thing.
Yeah, and with Marte too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how I met them actually, because me and Marte, we were doing the book club, and then they would just pass by or whatever, because that's
you guys-
Bridget's brother.
So you guys are
Yeah.
reading. What book did you guys read?
Well, they were reading a book.
We were reading.
We didn't want to read any books.
Malcolm Gladwell's Outliers.
We wanted to read
We were
our
reading
books.
that.
Our books.
Oh, okay.
We would be talking about our books, and then KT's like, "Come on, man! Like, let's talk. Come on, man! Like, let's not go about.
Come on, let's have convos. Like,
Let's not go about the book. Don't go with the book.
don't go about the book. Like, and I wanted to be in it, but with my own book, and then I talk about.
Tell them your
my book.
idea. I feel like
Wait,
you
so
need
you
to do
have-
your idea that you told me. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember your idea.
Dude,
So-
this house. Yeah, speak on it.
Yeah, so I thought of the idea that like a group of us in the book group all pick our own book and we come to the group and share what we learned in our own book. That way we all learn something new. That means like if we have 6 people, we just learn 6 new facts.
Yeah.
Instead of just like
Hey.
one in one book. You're only staying like in that type of mindset instead of like different, you know?
So
think.
if
It's like a one. Oh, sorry.
oh, to the dome.
Wow.
got him in the neck.
Wow.
I got him in the
No,
neck.
you
No,
don't
you
do like
didn't. That was
right
in
now.
the
Damn, she just went for the
the
side
cold
blind.
one.
She's like,
That's the
back
cold
up, cut. She's like, back up,
That left
cut.
hand. That left hand.
Did you see that, Bridget?
Oh my god, I
was
just
like-
aimed.
She just let it happen. She's
I
like,
just let it
nah.
I didn't think he was gonna hit you in the
She
face.
thick.
Hey, but how did it
Wow.
feel though? How did it
Boy,
feel?
that felt good.
Yeah, that's
That
fine.
felt real good.
Let it out. Let it out.
Hey, what were you gonna say, Brandon? Sorry, before she, you know.
Nah.
Before I shot you.
I'm gonna get it
Never
now.
be used
Nah.
again.
Hey, at the end we're fucking. It's all out war, bro.
Okay, cool.
It's all
How
out
many
war.
guns do you have?
All out war. Everything right there. We have the that's
Oh, I
the
thought
top one. The top one's off limits though.
Oh,
That one looks
That's not
big.
fair. That's not fair.
man.
KT's like, KT's like, damn, like I can't chill now.
No, it's no
Oh, what were you
chilling
gonna say
now.
though, Brandon?
No.
My bad.
Only because like it's not fair. Because the other ones you have to like reload and stuff, and it's like the reload time is not. It doesn't. Make,
It's not the
like-
same.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
it's
the
not
same.
fair then.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Yeah, and then the first time we had a conversation, it was like, man, that I remember that day like it was yesterday. It was intense. Like for us, like it was kind of intense. Like we were like,
We talk
Yeah.
about very deep stuff, like very,
yeah,
and it goes from like one idea to the next, and we all like put in good perspectives, and we don't judge each other. Anything we say, we let each
yeah.
other talk, and yeah,
Sure.
it's always good.
It's really open minded. And I remember
Oh,
the
for
first
sure.
conversation was like, I was like, oh, my mom's like being sensitive, and then Bridget's like, wait, no, like women are not sensitive, like women are expressive. And then I asked every female that I would see, I'd be like, yo, like are women sensitive or are they expressive, you know? And like getting all their perspectives really opened up my perspective.
It's amazing.
That was a very smart move for you to do from that sentence, from that one question I asked you. You took that one question, what stood out to you the most? What words were the most unfamiliar to you? You know what I mean?
For what you were telling me?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I thought for one, it was really bold of you to just say how you felt, and like you were really confident. And I think more than anything, like you felt very strongly about it, and I respected where you were coming from.
So
So,
you
like-
felt that energy transfer.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I
okay.
was like, damn, she's for real. And
So that.
Oh,
and
that's
me,
what it
and
is.
me, I was like
Okay.
trying to like say like, oh well, and I remember too. It was like, you know, seeing my mom be, well, you know, seeing her be expressed. Like now that I can look back on it, well, what I was saying was that seeing my mom be sensitive helped me be sensitive and be able to deal with my like vulnerability and my like sensitivity. That's where I was coming from. And then, but that's how it is. Like
Yeah,
you had
yeah.
your perspective, and I mean, I think that's how you grow, is hearing other people's perspective. And then KT came in. She's like, yo, I remember what you were saying too. You were, what were you saying? You were saying that, hey, there should be women leaders. There should
Yeah.
be women. We need women leaders. And I
Yeah,
was
we
like,
do.
we do. She's
Yeah.
like, yeah, men
Yeah.
need women. And I was like, you know what? I feel you on that, but I feel like we both need each other.
Right.
And then
Exactly.
you're like, hey,
Yeah, I
you're
feel
like,
that.
but women have certain things that men just don't
Yeah,
have.
like I was explaining, like I agree, we do both need each other, but it's like what I said was that women can go without a man, but a man can't go without a woman. Does that make sense?
Can you?
think
If
well,
I,
can
I,
you-
I,
I
believe
feel
that.
like it
I
goes
believe
both
that.
ways.
Like
Yeah,
no,
no,
I
no,
believe
it's-
like you see a lot of single moms, right? They can
Yeah.
raise three kids,
But
four
your
kids, five
dad-
kids.
Your dad was
My
a
dad,
single
dad,
single
which is
dad.
like 1% of people. So it's like
But he did it though, right?
he did it.
He
He
did
did
it.
it,
Look at
and I
you.
applaud him. I
Yeah.
applaud him for that. But it's just like I feel like women can. We just not taking away from
Shout
men.
out
Not
KT's
taking.
dad. He did
Yeah,
a
shout
great
out to
job.
my dad. No, seriously, that's my best friend. He just came to California the other day for the first
Hey,
time.
let's
Yeah,
go.
that's
Yeah, for the first time ever. So that's my best friend. No, he definitely did something for like being a single dad. Like he's never been in. My mom's not around. He's never been in a consistent relationship. So yeah, I applaud him. He raised 3 daughters.
He
but-
held it down.
That's great.
Yeah,
held
he
it down.
did.
That's awesome.
He did. He did.
And he's an example.
Mm-hmm.
Example.
He
Yeah.
definitely is. But what I try to explain is that like my dad taught me everything he could, but I still didn't have that nurture that you get from the mom. You can do a lot with love, like real genuine love, like
Yeah.
nurture that your mother teaches you. Your dad is more tough love, which is good too. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nah, definitely.
But it's like you need that like soft love too, and I never really had that
Yeah.
growing up. So
That's why I feel like it's a balance where like the father provides that tough love and the mother provides the nurturing,
Mhm.
and like that's just how I feel. Like
you need
it's
both.
a balance. It's
Yeah.
a balance.
It is. It's
Yeah.
like yin
How-
and yang.
How do you feel, Bridget? Like hearing her story. Like how do you feel about like her upbringing? You know what I mean? Because I mean, I don't know. Like I would want to hear your perspective on that. Like how it's just like he was able to do it on his own.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean like the father's role?
Yeah, the role that he had in KT's or in his life.
Well, in all honesty, I cannot really speak on that because that's her situation.
Speak on that.
You know what
You
I mean? I
speak.
know, but like, not just for me
Mm-hmm.
No,
because
yeah,
I'm
for
not
sure.
I'm not you. You know what I
Right.
mean? I wasn't there.
You're not in their shoes.
No, not
Mhm.
at all. Mine was completely different. So
How was like if you want to speak on it, like how was it growing up for you, like
well,
just from your perspective?
well, I would say,
I can get into like mine if you want.
Huh?
I can get into like my upbringing too.
oh no. I'm just trying to figure out how to explain it
Oh.
to where it's like you guys understand it.
She's
because
really
it's-
good at articulating
it's
herself.
very
Oh, okay.
it's complicated,
Yeah.
But my biological father was not in the picture.
Yeah.
Me and my family, I mean, we were more of like pieces at the time. I feel like we weren't as together as we are now. And I mean, that's nobody's fault. But, I'm just happy that we've all been able to get to a point to where we understand each other. But
That takes time too.
I can
it
really-
takes a lot of time. Like, I'm 22. My brother's 26. 26? He's 26?
26. He just turned
He's
26. May 2nd.
Mm.
My other brother, he's 15 years older than me. He's 38, 39.
And he can still hoop.
Yeah. And he just had 2 other kids, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
I can relate to you because
Mhm.
growing up for myself, my parents, they would argue and like fight a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and seeing that, like our family has never been close to,
Yeah.
so we don't have like that communication where it's like we're on the same page, but
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
slowly but surely like getting there,
Mm-hmm.
but it just takes time.
Yeah, it definitely does.
And that's good to have that awareness.
Yeah. And I also, like, being older now, I can see, not even trying to be like that, but I just feel like me growing up, I was beyond my years. I feel like, to put it in a summary, my mom kind of leaned on me and nurtured others more, I'm, how many, wait, 2. I have 2 older brothers.
Mm.
I'm the only girl from her, but I have an adopted sister named Jalen.
Younger or older? Younger.
Younger, yeah.
Okay.
And she, I don't know. We used to always get into it, but I don't know.
You guys worked
It's just
through it.
like, yeah,
guys
it's
worked
just
through
it's like it's life, like.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, I could understand that my mom, she still had to
through some
evolve.
stuff.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
still had to, find her way through, even though she had all of us to carry too. And it's like, I'm just glad I never took it as personal as others did. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
no,
You're
so
able to be
underst-
objective to
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
able to be like,
detach from
okay,
it.
like she's really upset about this. Let me not be that badass kid, you know, and make it worse and just do this and that. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
shit.
Because kids, you know,
they
us,
rebel and stuff, and like,
yeah, we rebel at the time, you know,
Yeah.
when we don't understand what's going
yeah.
on. You want to do you, and you're wondering why your mom's not understanding.
And
or
I
your
think people
dad's
want to
not
get
underst-
attention from that too when
Yeah,
you do that.
exactly.
You know, because they're not getting it, but
Exactly. So
you're able to hold it down.
very much.
Your mom's cool though. I feel like your
She
mom's
is.
cool, and I
She is
feel
very
like
cool.
I don't know, like
She
what.
just has her moments like everybody else.
Yeah, but I feel like what Marte has, I feel like you have too, and I feel like that's so cool from you guys, and I feel like you guys get that from your mom, like whatever
Yeah,
she
yeah,
did
yeah.
or how she did things or how everything panned out. You guys like have a like
The
you guys,
connection.
you guys have like a good understanding of questioning everything
Yeah,
and
yeah,
not
yeah.
just taking it for what it is,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
really
yeah.
questioning it and like seeing through everything, you know.
And at the
Yeah.
end of the day, they love each other.
Yeah.
You can tell, like, no matter
yeah.
what, you know, they love each other. You can tell.
The
It's
love's
just
there.
awkward.
Well, I mean, for me, like my mom would always be working. She would always be working, and so she wouldn't really be home. I mean, she would be home.
You
She
wanna
would
open
take
it?
care of
You
us
can
and
see
stuff.
that
Yeah.
But
this one? Oh, wait, can you
She was
open it?
gone most of
I'm
the
gonna-
time, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna try
She
this.
was gone most of the time though.
she was kind of like
Thank
she
you.
was always she had 2 jobs. She had to take care of like 6 kids, you know, and
yeah.
That's amazing.
And look, see, that's if you think about it, that's what KT was talking about. Mom, 6.
Single mom,
Six?
dude.
Yeah.
Like you just said,
Like,
6 kids. Like
Not
who-
saying a dad can't, but
Yeah.
damn.
but there's
That
2 women
is
and there's
the
2
brain
women.
for me,
There's
you know
like
what I'm
my
saying?
2 older sisters. Like so, my 2 older sisters would always be there, and like my brother was like tough on me. He was really tough on me. But my soul was my sister. But I feel like they kind of were the ones that raised me. You know, like my brothers and sisters, they would always my older brother and
Yeah.
then my 2 older sisters. They would always look after me and stuff.
See?
And then I carried that on with my brothers. So
Yeah.
we were always like looking out for each other. We would always take care of each
I
other.
love that sibling bond. You know, like when you really can trust your siblings and know that they're gonna take care of you regardless of whatever comes. You know, that's really. I feel like today in our generation and our world, everything's about opinion. Everything's about appearance. Everything's, you know, it's the outside. Nobody's really looking in. And
feel
it's,
that.
you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's really nice to
Thank you.
when you do have that.
And I feel
to
like
have
you guys
that.
really look in, and you guys
Yeah.
have helped me question that
Yeah.
too. But no, definitely, like I learned from them so much, and it's funny because it's like, yeah, like we have tough times too, and like we've had tough moments. But I think like through everything, like we try to just hold each other down, and I think we've always tried to just really just support each other, you know,
Right.
through thick and thin. And I think like those hard times have like. You know, it's like that Paul George thing. Right now, he's getting tested, and I think those hard times that I had with my brothers and sisters, like that's like a test for us. Like, all right, are we gonna be cool with each other? Are we gonna forgive each other? Because there's times where we're just like we're in each other's faces, and it's just
Yeah.
like, damn, like, are we gonna be cool after this? But
But you guys like,
yeah,
made
we
it
work it
through.
out,
You guys
and
worked
but
it
that's
out.
the challenge of life, though. It's like,
Yeah.
are you gonna forgive them? Are you gonna still love them? Are you gonna genuinely love them when you're in the building? Like, are you gonna be able to like be like, okay, like I can look at you and just still love you, you know? And that's where the it builds character. All those moments.
Definitely.
It does.
definitely
It's nice
build
growing
character.
with other people.
like going back to like how you
Yeah.
were saying
Yeah,
rebelling.
definitely.
I wouldn't say like I rebelled, but
Yeah.
it was more of learning how to be independent, like
Yeah.
learning to like
the
work.
need to.
Yeah,
the
like
need
the
to
need
for
to like
yourself for the man in you.
yeah.
Yeah, I definitely understand that.
Also like just wanting to like work and like provide for myself, and then like it just kind of forced me to like look within, like you said, and like just trying to build those qualities. Yeah.
It's also like, well, I'll say for me, like, I definitely was rebelling. I definitely. After
It's
a
like,
while,
I ain't gonna front.
definitely-
I ain't gonna front.
Yeah, after a while, I definitely had a moment where it was just like, boom, like this, like just, just like that.
Just like that, huh?
Yeah, like that.
Woo!
But without everybody seeing him.
That didn't hit nobody
And then
up.
he-
Like what's
That
so
was
if you
cool.
want to get into it too, like how was your what did your version of like rebelling, or like how did you rebel?
Oh damn.
I was like, I don't know if they know. Hopefully they don't know.
Hey, she's like, I don't know if I want to burn myself out.
No, I'm just kidding. I mean, everybody does it, so it's like whatever. But sneaking out, you know, like just trying to do my own thing, like you were, or like you said, for yourself at that time?
Yeah, I don't know if
Like
you guys like jewels, but
a jewel? Like
I
this
like
it's just nicotine.
marijuana.
It's just nicotine.
I thought it was marijuana.
No, it's not marijuana.
I'm so sorry. Oh, it's fine. He's laughing.
They're like, hey, I thought it was a plant.
Like,
I thought it was the herb, man. I thought it was the herb,
Yeah.
man.
Nicotine's a
Yeah.
plant.
Okay.
It comes from a plant.
That looks
Hey,
like
can you pour me some? The other one.
something else to me.
yeah, this one's good too. This one's really good.
How did you guys
I'll
feel
try
about
and
the
drink
first
some.
one?
It was good. They both are good.
Wait, let me taste yours.
I
Oh,
love wine.
didn't
Have you
finish
gone
it
wine
yet.
tasting, KT?
I am not. I do want to go.
Let's go.
I do want to go wine and
Sorry.
paint though.
Damn,
Yeah,
That would be
fun.
hard.
Wine and paint.
Is
That
it?
would be
Yeah,
hard.
that's it.
They have
That's in
one
Malibu, right?
at the collection.
They do.
Oh,
Is it
Yeah,
open?
it's-
That's
I,
right.
don't- I
It's
think
by
it's opening.
Starbucks, huh?
I think I think it's
Yeah.
opening here soon.
Oh,
I
okay,
wanna
yeah.
go.
Because I remember they used to have that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That would be
that
so
shit
fun.
is strong. to
Which
me. I
one?
just can't.
Which one?
What would you paint? What would KT? What would KT paint?
Hey, say like we're here right now. What would you be painting?
Damn.
Oh, that would be so fun if we were painting at the same time.
I don't know. I like tropical vibe. So I'm always painting some like tropical shit. Or like last time I
On an
painted.
island, huh?
I painted a
Island
I
vibes.
yeah, island vibes. I painted an
Yeah.
eye. I drew an eye. My eye.
Oh, dang! The last time you drew something.
Yeah, I painted. Yeah, I'm not finished yet.
Yeah, it looks pretty good though.
Thank you.
I see.
Thank
What
you.
about you? What would you paint, Bridget?
I'm thinking of a bird right now. I've been thinking of birds lately.
I'm like a bird. Oh, yo. Hey,
Right, got him.
Empty your pockets.
Empty your pockets. I'm weak.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I do. Maybe like a toucan or something like that.
I actually
That's
drew a
lit.
bird. I have like I painted it and for my art class, and it was like a bird. It's really nice. It's like on some like cardboard like stuff. I still have it.
Cardboard?
Or maybe like
It's
a
like
silhouette,
brown paper.
Mm.
Oh.
You know,
It's on a
Dope.
brown
It would
paper,
look
and
like the background.
it's crazy because I
Wow.
remember I seen an
Oh,
album
shit.
of
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Dope.
of like the same picture almost.
Mhm.
But
What-
yeah,
What
That's
about
cool.
you, Eddie? What would you paint?
what would I paint?
Yeah.
There's actually a couple paintings that I want to actually do, but yeah,
Do them.
I know I need to do. I know.
Yeah,
Well,
That shit.
well, honestly, I just got these done. My shirt, my shirts.
Okay.
I
Oh.
designed my shirt. Yeah.
You designed that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
you have a printer shirt or printer
I
theme?
took
What's
them
it
somewhere.
say?
It says "El
Hey,
único
shout out.
boy."
Shout out JN Designs.
Ooh.
Yes.
Hey.
Shout out
JN
JN
Designs.
Designs. Yes, that's where I took it though. JN Designs.
Jane.
Yeah, and then I put Goit. So it's like the Goit thing. We have my Goit shirt right now, and then that's like
It's a funny word.
It is.
Goit. Yeah.
What is that?
It's-
Does it mean something?
Yeah, it pretty much Goit means it's like me and Raji came up with it actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I couldn't even go out how to pump it. Damn it! That would have been so
You
good.
ain't gonna shoot me?
Why would
You
say
shot
it?
me.
No, I
I'm
didn't.
Still waiting.
You freaking went to my heart, and then you went. You got my
No.
cheek.
to my
You went
heart.
cheek.
No.
Straight to my
Dang! Look at that.
This
Didn't
one
even
up
think-
top. This one up top.
Okay, shoot. Oh yeah, but anyways, Goit is pretty much it's like being the best, like the Goit meaning that me and Raji came up with. Raji came up with it first. He said it, and then I I heard Goit, and I was like, yo, like Goit, you know what I mean? I was like Goit, and then I don't know, it just turned into a thing, and then like finally, like me and Raji were just like people would ask us, and we weren't like it meant something to us, but we never would say it to people. But it was just like a insider thing with us. Like we never talked about it. We're just like, oh, Goy, hey, you a Goy, hey, you know?
Because what would you guys say the meaning, like if there's a meaning to it?
Well, what me and Raji came up with is pretty much like Goy being like the best version of yourself.
Ooh.
Lit.
I like that.
You know, being the. And I got you guys shirts. I'll get them right now for you.
Hey,
What?
let's go.
That's so nice.
You didn't have
Wow.
to.
Yeah, you did not have to.
Wow. You are something.
I mean, y'all are Goits.
Aww.
Y'all, he's a Goy. Y'all are Goits.
Wait.
Hey,
Goy.
tomorrow's Goy Tuesday.
Go Tuesday.
Tomorrow's Goy Tuesday.
Goy Tuesday.
So here's yours, Bridget. I got you guys small. I mean, I don't know if
yeah.
it-
Purple.
That's perfect.
Yes, Purple Rain.
Thank you.
Purple
I
Rain.
like
Shout out
it.
Prince.
Purple
And this
Rain.
is
Purple Rain.
B-Dell, BDQ.
Thank you,
Oh,
bro.
yeah. Go wait.
Yeah,
92
thank you.
funky.
Check them out.
Funky
Check
for
them
it.
Yeah,
out.
and Nene that's my nickname, Nene.
So
And then I put
That's raw.
Gemini.
and,
That's raw.
and that's my
That
turntable.
is.
That's my turntable, and that's my record that I
Oh
put
wow!
on.
So it's a real picture.
It's
and
a
you just
real,
edited it
and I
into
just
something?
edited it. Yeah.
That's
Go with
amazing.
something.
El único, so that's like the only. El único is the only in Spanish.
El único.
So this is
nice.
you're listening to Purple Rain.
Nice detail.
Well, no, I was listening to this record by Junie Morrison, and Junie Morrison he wrote for George Clinton. One of my favorite funk songs is More Than Just Knee Deep. Oh, and then actually,
Oh,
wow.
wow. Go
Wow.
ahead.
Thank you. And then you see how it has the hand like that.
Uh-huh.
When I seen the hand, I was inspired by Marte, because you know how Marte has the 5. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I seen it, I was like, dude, like the 5.
That's cool.
And actually I had the whole idea before I started even hanging out with Marte, because I would just follow Marte because me and Marte would hoop.
Yeah.
That's how I know her brothers from hooping,
Okay.
because we hooped at Colonia
It
Gym.
just
And,
gave you meaning after that, after you met him.
well, it like I saw it. I was
Uh-huh.
like, I was putting it up on his, because you know how he had the college show with college with Kato. Yeah, and then they would always have the 5, because they have their own clothing line too, the 5.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's just
Mhm.
why not blend it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like
Blend things.
it. Blend.
I'm glad you are easily inspired by people.
Oh
That's a good
yeah.
thing.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
you don't take
that?
it like you use other people's strengths to strengthen what you have going on in your life. That's good.
Yeah, and I actually got the idea from Nas, because Nas was like, the people are like my ghostwriters, because they said that Nas had a ghostwriter, and then he said the people are my ghostwriters, because when people tell me things, I just write them down, and I just always try to like be off the moment. Like
you're what I would say like is a real sponge. Like everything you receive, like you reciprocate. You do it.
yeah, I mean you're a sponge too though.
I have
But
my
thank you. But yeah,
Some sponges.
some sponges.
nah,
We're,
nah,
we're all
definitely.
sponges.
Yep.
Nah, for sure. Yeah, we all
What
are
kind of
sponges. You know what I mean? Nah,
I'm a
but
pink
but
sponge.
I've been definitely
Oh,
inspired by
favorite
them.
color?
You know what I mean?
Pink one.
I'm gonna be a lilac purple.
What about y'all? What color
Purple.
sponge?
I would say
You
purple.
be a purple sponge? Okay.
Purple rain.
I'll
Shout
be a
out to
blue
Prince.
sponge.
You be a blue
Definitely-
sponge?
definitely a
That's
blue
cool.
sponge.
That's cool.
Oh yeah.
What so what are you guys up like? What are your guys' passions? Like I'm just curious.
Oh.
Like cuz I heard you like freestyle and like
Hmm.
Oh.
I'm just curious.
What?
Well, Bridget,
Passion.
honestly, Bridget, like, I don't know. I feel like Bridget is like, her mind is like so awake, and she's always like, she always has her own page, and like she's always like, I feel like her posts are always very inspiring and like very opening, and like it opens up your mind, like very spiritual and very grounded. And she also likes to talk about
Good
healthy
word choice.
foods,
Yeah.
healthy foods.
So like healthy, like health
Yeah.
conscious and like
Yeah.
spiritual conscious stuff.
And they're
Dope.
vegan. They're
Mhm.
vegan too.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, what inspired you guys to be vegan?
It's actually I want to tell him the real story.
Yes.
It's really crazy.
Let's
Keep
get
it a
into
buck.
it.
Keep it a
About
buck.
Let's
Mally.
get into it.
Eh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
know.
want
him.
you know.
You're
You see?
I think it was okay. So, there was like this really big thing, or not really big thing, but there was.
Am I getting shot at?
I feel like you just did.
KT's like,
I could have sworn I just heard something.
Did it touch me?
I
right
didn't
there.
see
Oh.
it come this way.
You know, you gotta get your aim better. Like
you got the right pump machine going on. Right
one
now.
hand.
that's the really good one.
That's the good.
That's-
This is the
Hey,
good one.
hey,
I
KT
can
is holding
tell.
that like she's held it
I can
before.
tell, yeah.
Look at you.
Don't play with
to
me.
KT.
Don't play with me.
Don't play with KT.
Don't play with me.
Don't play with KT.
Don't
Nope.
play.
What?
I mean,
you
don't
were saying
play.
now?
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Pause for a
You're fine.
second.
Wait, what were we talking about again?
talking
Vegan.
about
You
Molly.
getting?
Oh, what's the real
Oh, yeah,
story?
yeah, yeah.
The real story.
There we go. I lose track too. Super fast. So it was no, one day we had both been looking at our Snapchats like frequently, and we came across this dude we knew in college, and he
Is
was
this in Indiana or is this here in Cali?
No, this was in Illinois. Yeah.
You guys
Oh,
need to
Illinois.
tell the story of how you guys met. That's a great story. I love that story. I wish I had a
It's
story
good.
like y'all, like
It's
straight
good.
up.
Aw.
Wait,
Let her finish.
yeah,
Yeah,
let her
yeah, sorry.
That's hilarious.
He's just making me laugh right now.
He listens though. He
He
listens.
does. But no, he was talking about like our eating habits and what is he saying?
That was your classmate?
No, we used to go to school with him.
Yeah, he
Uh,
hooped too.
Yeah, he used to play basketball in
He
college
was
when we
Shout
played in
out.
college.
person.
Yep.
So
And
he was a
Valley.
Hooper classmate.
He was
or-
a hooper.
You guys went to the
Yeah.
same school
Like
together?
went to the same school. We
Oh,
didn't.
okay.
I didn't have no classes.
And
So.
what was the school? Sorry.
Trinity International.
But don't look
Trinity.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
it up. I'm just kidding.
We made Trinity.
No, no.
Trinity didn't make us.
That's just flash the T. Well,
Yeah,
don't
we
look it up.
made
Just flash
them.
the T.
Oh
we
my
made
God.
them. They didn't make us.
Okay,
Okay.
KT.
Yeah.
Dang, she said it like that ain't nothing.
See it? You see it?
I'm just here for the wine. No.
Nah, go for it,
Okay.
Bridget. Go. So he was telling you guys about
Yeah, he was just saying some really alarming things about pretty much like times coming to an end. Certain things like that. Like he was just saying certain things that kind of resonated with me or us, I felt like at the time. And it made us just flip, you know? Like we were, what was it? First of all, how do you guys feel about COVID? I want to ask that.
Ooh,
COVID.
Yeah.
that's a
So
whole nother.
like
Yeah.
I know
Because that has a lot to
it has
do
like
with
a less than 1% chance of actually killing someone. So it's I feel like it's
Is it
worse. It's
bullshit
less
to
than the
you?
flu. What's that?
It's bullshit to me. I don't think COVID.
Yeah,
Dang,
no,
she
like-
said it with a confess. She said it's bullshit to me.
Yeah, it is.
No, I
It
do.
is
I feel
though.
that.
It is.
It is.
Because
Yeah, it is.
Like,
Like-
but just like staying on topic.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine. Thank
Well,
you.
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you what stood out to you. What stood out to both of you of the what your what your friend had said that you're like both like, man, he makes sense. Like, what's one thing that you can remember? Like, dang, like.
Well, it's like the timing was weird because we were going through a time period that was like our minds were just changing at a fast rate. Like we did a switch like that.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. You know, have you ever heard of people becoming like spiritually awakened
Yeah.
or like conscious? You
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
conscious, your
Yes.
third eye, shit like that. Like
Hey, she
real.
she believes in the Mayans.
Yeah, I believe
You're a real
like
one for
we
that.
are all mind, like soul, conscious, all
Yeah.
that.
I said Mayans
So,
though. The
oh,
Mayans.
The
Mayans,
The Mayans,
minds,
she be-
fuck
be-
it, both. But yeah. So it just was like
Fuck
it
it.
was like a lot of things going on in both of our lives at the same time, and then it was like him posting that. It was like
Well,
we just
when you say he posted that, what was the post?
it was like he was just talking about our eating habits. He was talking about like COVID.
And how long ago was this?
Oh, he
This
was
was like months ago, like last year. So it was like,
Like, kinda like the
October,
beginning.
November,
That's kind of when.
December.
That's kind of when you.
October.
That's kind of when you guys started too. Huh?
That's when we
Yeah.
started. That's when we
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
We
Started
really
what?
did, and we had
They
been
started to
talking
be
about
vegan.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Wait,
okay,
no, it
okay,
was like
okay.
This is how we talk though, man. This is how the conversations
Yeah,
go.
this is how they go.
We're having a convo. They're
Everybody-
having a
yeah,
convo.
it's a lot
Everybody's
going
having a, and you're like,
and we all hear each
you're,
other.
you're trying to hear
We all
everything.
hear
You're trying to
everybody.
be like,
It's
wait,
like,
what is
you
he
right,
saying?
you right.
What you
Anyway,
saying?
yeah.
Like, damn.
I'm just trying to understand.
That's other
Yeah,
com.
it's
Hey,
a
that's
lot.
how. Hey,
It's a lot.
that's
It's a
how
lot.
it is, man.
I know.
Hey,
And then we get
Quaitings.
off topic. We'll start talking about some whole other shit. I'm like, what are we talking
Hey,
about?
hey, that's why she's like, hey, man, forget the book. Forget the book.
man,
Let-
forget
let
the
her-
book. Like, forget the book. We're talking about more important shit. Like,
KT's
Yeah.
acting like a G right now,
I
man.
know.
It's
I
hilarious.
am a G.
Come on. I am a G.
I am a G.
You're
That's right.
you're
So you're going with your story, Bridget.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really bad at remembering stuff, so that's what the worst part about this is. I don't remember exactly what he said, but all I know was what he said made me realize that, you know, what the government is really doing is bad. You know, like allowing certain things to be inserted into our foods, injecting our foods with a lot of things on purpose and still passing it through. And then hiding the stuff that shouldn't be hidden. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Doing the complete opposite of what's right. And everybody just, oh, da-da-da, you know what I mean? Like,
I
Hey,
feel like
Bridget, can you get a little bit closer to the mic when you like speak?
oh,
Yeah, sorry.
Thank
my
you.
fault.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I'm so
Sorry about
sorry.
Thank you.
No, you're fine. I'm trying to hear you. I want everybody to hear you too. You
Yeah.
know, you see it.
Thank you. Hello.
I feel that though, because information, when it's like not disposed to the public, it keeps people like blinded. It keeps people like in the dark.
That's their purpose.
does.
though,
Not- yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Do
And I
they
feel
want to
like-
get? They
I
want to
feel
get
like
the
we
story
need to
out.
know.
They
But what
wanna
I'm
get their
saying is
story
that
out.
like every individual has the like to seek what the information is out there. It's just
You're
a
right.
matter of
we
like
have the power and
You're
we
right,
can
we
look at our.
do.
We
Yeah.
can seek it within ourselves.
We do.
yeah.
And Gerald said something interesting. He's like, school teaches us that we need to be taught. School teaches that we need to be taught.
Yeah.
Instead of, hey, you can be self-taught.
Right.
Wait, I remember. I'm so sorry. I had like
no,
a
go
it's
for
all
it, go
good.
for it.
It's all good. It's all
It
good.
was he was talking about ancestors and stuff.
Mm.
That's what he was talking about. He was having when he was just explaining what he was going through and what he was doing for himself at the time, and it was making me like oh, like this feels kind of like what I should be doing, you know, not a trend, but like a kind of like
It's coming from a grounded place.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
something like, it seems like, oh,
Like
that's like
something
the human
familiar.
essence.
You felt it.
Yeah,
You would say you
and
like
it was
You
just like
you connected with the energy.
he was talking about fasting, him sunbathing, staring at the sun, you know, at certain times, and how it really does do you justice being in the sun, and it's not bad for you. It's
like natural
yeah,
like vitamin D.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
do you fast?
Yeah, I do
How,
often.
how do you fast?
I don't have a specific regimen. I do whatever my body calls me to do. Because sometimes, you know, I have cravings. I'm a human being, you know. So sometimes I still eat bad things, even though I'm vegan. Like, I just ate a cake. Like, I feel shitty about it. I'm going to feel shitty
You're
later.
human.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And
It's a balance. Cheat
yeah,
day.
Exactly. Well, I don't have cheat days. I limit myself. You know, if I'm gonna eat something, I eat a little bit. I don't go overboard. Now,
Yeah.
sometimes I might accidentally go overboard, yeah. And then when I do, work my ass off to get that shit off.
Yeah.
But I
Exactly.
mean, you know, it is what it is. You
No,
know?
and that's good. Like, to take care, be mindful of what you're putting inside your body, and understanding, being like, man, like, I don't need to be eating this much.
You really are what you eat. Like, the energy really is recycled. That's why, you know, if you notice, people have started talking about vibes so often. Like, it's just become a normal thing. I don't feel like before the word vibe was normalized as much as it is now, you know. People
yeah.
just, you know, they're like going for energy, they're going for vibes, you know, what
Right.
you're feeling
Hey,
like.
the vibe got to be right on the song.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not feeling it. Oftentimes people are
I'm
saying,
not feeling
no,
that
they're
vibe.
not
Oh, we don't
feeling it.
vibe. We're not vibing, you know.
Right.
Exactly.
It was like
Picking
more
up
like a
energy.
casual thing before.
Exactly.
But now it's more like a, like, man, like, hey, like, man, that, like, when I'm eating, it's like I get a certain type of vibe when I'm eating. That's what I've
that
learned.
like, you know how, let's say, okay, so you know how you eat, like, let's say y'all eat a hamburger. How are you gonna feel afterward? Shitty and heavy, right? Maybe not shitty, but you're definitely gonna feel heavy. Maybe in your
I'll
stomach.
eat an In-N-Out burger, and like I don't know, like I like my, like I'll smell something, and I don't like that smell.
Really?
And I'm mindful about it. I'm like, I'll eat it like before, but I don't eat beef no more. So
Oh,
it's like,
okay.
It's good. That's
Yeah.
really
Oh,
good.
okay, that's good.
yeah,
Yeah.
because and especially In-N-Out too. Like, I'm like, man, it's not even that good. And like, you just smell it, and like I could just smell it. And I'm like, dude, what is that? Like, why am I
Yeah.
smelling that? That's not normal.
It's just cause, like, I don't know. Once you decide to make that step and figure out, and to find out what's really being done to what you eat half the time, and pay attention to how often you're eating, and ask yourself why you're eating at that time, and even if you're even hungry, and how much water you had that day, you know, it'll all start to make sense to you, and you'll see why energy, or I feel like energy is so big, because
It is.
it, yeah, you
I
know.
feel like we're sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Like, have you guys heard of the Age of Aquarius?
Mm-hmm.
So like, I do feel like that. Like, I don't know if it's
They
true or
talk
not.
about it.
December
They're the ones.
21st,
We had a whole
2020.
conversation about this, bro.
Oh,
But go
okay.
for it, bro. Go for it.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I do feel like there's some sort of either like transition period, like going from the age of Pisces to Aquarius, and like,
Age has changed.
Yeah.
Now we're in a whole different age, and the energy has shifted.
well, like going
Yes.
like deep, like there's
yes.
there's so that the Earth has it's called the precession of the equinoxes, and like the Earth has a North Pole and a South Pole, and like the North Pole points to like a certain direction, and like the stars are like pointed to a certain, like, so it was pointed at Pisces, but now it's like transitioned to the Aquarius zodiac sign.
Maybe it's like we're getting a different signal.
energy.
It's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's like
We
a
are.
radio.
different
like,
frequency.
I think it's like every
Dang.
what was it? Fucking every 72 years it moves 1 degree, like the point moves 1 degree. And then like every 2600 years it transitions to a new age. It's
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
It's
And
interesting.
thinking about like the history and the timeline the world has never like stayed the same. Like it's always been different time periods.
And like these giant like the Mayans, the Egyptians, they're all like all of these structures are like pointed like they're clues and signals to
Yeah.
Same direction.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like these structures are built to show humanity like, yo, this shit's like there's like there's a thing, it's a saying, it's like as above so below. And it's
Yeah.
100%.
I
Yeah.
have a question though. What if maybe they're only left there because there's something? Because are we able to be there? Like, isn't there a certain area we're not supposed to be able to be at?
We can't go to Antarctica. That's
Yes.
one area I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
that we
Y'all
can't go
need
to.
to watch
They got
Antarctica.
shit
Yes.
there.
Hey,
I
they
feel
believe. They believers.
no,
they
yeah,
believers,
I feel
man.
They allow us to see certain things,
Yeah.
you know, for the amusement and to play the game that they have us programmed to understand. That makes
so
sense.
like if you want to get into it, like what do you think, like what, or going off of that, what do you mean by that?
Like it'd be simply like us kind of being oblivious to everything outside of our world, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
That makes sense. Yeah.
So like the fact that we have to like push and throw ourselves out of the norm, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like simple cravings, like it's hard,
It's like that ideology has been thrown to us, like, oh, like everything is like,
Yeah.
it's a certain, it's like you have to go through like the fire in order to do it. Or
We had
Yeah.
to unlearn everything.
Yeah,
All the
exactly.
bullshit that
Just
we've
to
been,
find your true
like,
self.
Yeah.
all the bullshit that we've been raised on. Like even in school, I'm not saying
there's
everything you learn in
better
school is
ways
bad.
for
Like
us to
in school
operate.
shit,
Is
yeah.
that's what I'm getting
Yeah.
from what you're
Yeah.
telling me.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
And like the way we've been operating for the last whatever years hasn't been working
It
because
hasn't.
we all want to grow better.
Yeah,
Goit
we do.
teams.
Exactly. Go
Like back
Tings.
then,
Go Tings.
they wouldn't have had a conversation like this, I don't feel like, with women involved. It'd be just men.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, and you know what? I feel like
You know,
there's
like in,
less
like,
gate.
the radio stations and
yeah.
stuff.
I feel
Yeah.
like there's less gatekeepers, and I feel like there's more women
Exactly,
artists
bro.
out there because it's like women can do it on their
Gatekeepers.
own.
Yeah.
Like gatekeepers, like record labels. There's like record labels, like you can only have your music out unless if you're on a record label, unless you're in a big studio and you have a big budget, or
Like
if you
they
have
Well,
can
I
a
think
control,
that's
like-
also because of technology, though.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
can, like
but-
they can control.
But you know, there's it's not there. You don't have to go somewhere. You can just buy it and then
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna
exactly.
put myself on.
like what we're doing now. Like we have a voice.
Yeah.
Like every single person, I feel like has a
We
voice
have the
now
power.
Yeah.
because of social media, because of YouTube, because of all this like, technology. We're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Agreed.
I want to go back to the Aquarius. So I remember they were
Eh?
they were telling us. No, what date was it that you were telling us? You're like, hey, December was it
December
22nd?
21st.
21st.
Yeah.
And that was supposed to create a big
It
shift.
did.
Yeah.
It
Speak.
shifted. And people
Definitely.
think that
Talk
like
about it,
just
Casey.
because okay, so the 21st, yeah, we all didn't just die. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But that was
That's
the,
you.
that
You,
was
you
the-
thought you got. We
Yeah.
thought
we
that
thought
we were.
something would happen. We thought
we thought
something would
something
happen.
was gonna
Maybe we
happen.
thought something bigger would happen, but yeah,
It
we
wasn't
weren't
as big
too
as we
sure.
thought it
Hey, we had
Yeah,
great
we weren't-
conversations though. That for sure happened.
Yeah,
though.
Yeah.
yeah, but one thing that taught me, like, I'm kind of glad something big didn't happen because something big is happening behind the scenes. We just can't
Yeah.
see it.
It's just
So it's like
happening.
it's either you're believing it or you're not. And if
I
you're
feel
not
like the
believing it, you're
conscience.
getting
I
left
feel like
behind.
the. I feel like the
Yeah.
earth conscience, the earth like
It's
the earth
definitely
spirit
raised
is
a lot.
definitely
Yeah,
like
and
raising.
it's either you're going
Psychedelic.
with it or you're not. Like
You're staying
people,
left
if you
behind.
Notice, yeah,
Not
if you
even
notice, people have
psychedelic,
picked a
like
side.
the real
You know,
realm.
What?
People have
All
picked a
this stuff
side.
exists.
People have to pick a
regardless,
side?
Yeah,
don't-
they pick sides. Like,
What
it's
they were
either
saying, it's
you're,
like they're
you're on
having
low
different
frequency or a
conversations.
high.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
So,
No, definitely.
Yeah.
And it was funny because Bridget like challenged me and Raji like, hey, you guys should go vegan
Oh,
before
yeah.
that. And I went without meat for like, I want to say like 3 weeks, like 3 or 4
That's
weeks.
really good.
Good
though.
job.
That's
Yeah,
really
and
good.
and that's another thing with Bridget and Marte. They challenge me, but in a good way.
That's
Cause you know, I like challenges, and they always
good.
throw a challenge. Like Marte would be like, "We're gonna go somewhere," and Marte's like, "All right, man, we're not gonna spend money. We're not gonna spend money
He's
out.
so smart.
We're gonna, you know what I mean? We're gonna make our
Mm-hmm.
own lunches." And I'm like, you know what? I've been wanting to do that. And then before you know it, I started doing my salads, and it's like I feel so much better.
Yeah,
Good, bro.
Yes.
that definitely helps.
And going out and doing things too, like him wanting to go to like just the PCH. And,
Yes.
Like going out there, like just to sit there and watch the sky. That's free. you know, and us just sitting out there talking, like, it's nice.
Yeah.
Enjoying life.
Yeah,
what it
appreciating nature, man.
Mhm.
For real.
It's about nature, you know what I mean? Go smell the trees.
Well,
you
they
know what I mean?
they don't allow us to have much nature. I don't feel like.
You know what? It's crazy because here in this area, it's very dry. Because I went up north, and like up north, it's like there's so much like trees. There's so much green. There's like different layers of green. Like I feel like they
Wow.
care more up north.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
actually,
yeah.
it rains too, though.
I think
Well, we're
I
closer
think
to
it rains
LA
more.
too.
It rains more too. Yeah. Yeah, the
Definitely
vibe
north.
out up north is just so different. Your mom's
Yeah.
from San Francisco, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you gone?
Mhm.
How did you
I
like it?
Don't like it.
You don't like San Francisco?
I don't.
Why
like
don't you like
those.
it?
Well, I'm not a cold type of person, so I don't really like the
Mm.
cold. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So
Don't
XKT's
like
like,
it.
hey man, I don't
It's
miss the
not
snow at
mine.
all.
I don't
That's
miss
not
that
mine.
shit.
Actually, I kind of like
I mean,
like
it's-
cold, rainy weather.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. And I
Yeah.
like a cool breeze every now and then, but when it's consistent all the time, it's like, you know,
I can't. I hate the cold. I just hate it. I hate anything
Yeah.
cold. Anything. I don't care if it's cold
I
rain.
feel like in Indiana's like
it's
kind of
freezing.
yeah.
It's freezing, and I hate it. I hate it. I crashed my car in it in the snow.
Dang.
shit.
Ow! Yeah, I did that. That shit hurt. That shit hurt.
Hey, from all the shots he took at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's karma, I guess. I'll do it again though.
Hey, she said I'll do it again.
I'll do it again.
Okay, so how was that driving around in the snow and stuff?
that shit was fun.
Horrible. Horrible.
It was
It's sledding is fun.
Okay,
Sledding
after
is
this,
fun.
tell the story how you guys met, please.
Okay,
Oh my
okay.
God.
Sledding is fun, but
She
the
could tell it.
rest is not fun. Like I crashed my car in it.
Yeah,
Like
that's-
totaled it. Like
Ooh.
total.
do you guys get snowed in and stuff?
snowed in?
Hell
You guys
yeah.
get snowed in?
Like
That was
we'll
the
miss
best
school,
part.
we'll
Damn.
miss work.
Ah,
like
you're like-
you can't even go out. Like you can't even get out your driveway.
How do you like that when you have to stay in?
Staying in is nice, but
Wait,
well,
just
It's
ends.
not.
Yeah,
So-
it's
so
nice.
how long have you guys been in Cali?
I've been here since October of last year.
Of last year, okay.
She's
I'm
new
from
to
here.
I'm new.
But
Oh,
I
so I'm
was out-
saying I want to ask you
I
about
went
the
out
like.
there to school.
What's that?
I said I live here, but I went out there to school.
Oh, so you've been
That's how
here.
I know. Yeah, and we had the worst winter, ever. Like
Yeah.
When you were
The
out there in
coldest.
Chicago?
yes, it was in
Damn.
like it was
That was so bad.
sad.
What
That was
happened?
so bad.
What happened?
They said like 10 homeless people died because it was so cold outside.
It was
Oh my
it was
God.
freezing.
It was-
Damn, I
It
never
was
heard that.
freezing. Like we had
Oh,
5 a.m. practices, and it was
Jesus.
like
yeah.
we had to go warm the car up early. Like it was,
Oh
it
my
just
God,
was
that time
so
we
You
bad.
have to do that, huh? You
It
have
was
to
so
warm up your
bad.
car.
Yeah.
And you have to defrost your
defrost.
your
You
window.
can't. You've got to go out there and scrape it. And
It's
just
mind
like,
blowing because like me living in California, like for my whole life, we don't do that. So it's like
Oh, yeah,
it's just
no.
like a whole nother life. I
whole
guess.
other world,
Yes.
whole
It
other
was.
world,
It
whole
was
other
great.
world. And it's nice sledding. Don't get me wrong. The sledding is the most fun part about it.
Oh, that's your favorite thing right there,
We
huh?
went sledding in trash bags.
Yeah.
And it was
That's
the
true.
most fun
What?
ever. And it worked.
How do you do that?
And we're literally like making
What?
igloos.
We just
like
went in the bag.
She said we're doing English.
I remember
We did.
we had to, like, we didn't have a shovel, so I had heels in my trunk, and we're like
We used her
hitting
heel.
it with my heels.
Damn, with the heels?
With the
Yeah.
heels.
Yo, that's
With
a
the
story.
heels.
That's
No,
so lit. That's
Hey,
so
with
lit.
the red bottoms.
With the red bottoms. Damn, we did not care. We didn't care. We were in college, like we had trash bags.
I don't even
We
think
were
I
balling
owned
on a
red bottoms
budget.
then.
Huh? Wait, what? What'd you say, Bridget?
Yeah, what did you say?
I don't think I owned red bottoms then.
She did. She's like, KT's like, I
I
did.
know
but-
I owned maybe some generic. No, they was some like
Some light,
white
some light.
heels. Like it looked like Marilyn Monroe.
Well, you
heels.
did
I don't know why I
igloos though?
had
How long
them.
does it take you to do igloo? I want to go.
Forever. We were too cold. We had to
We
go
gotta do
outside.
igloos, bro. We gotta.
Our hands
I
got
gotta
too
do an
cold.
igloo.
we gotta do an igloo.
It's on the bucket list.
And it's exhausting.
It really
By the time
was.
you're done, you want to get in it.
Using our legs.
And you guys-
She's like, I'll have a drink just
I
even
have a
thinking
drink,
about
man.
it.
Like, oh, I don't miss it. I
You
don't.
guys
You're like,
have,
don't take
you
me
guys have
back.
Don't
Snow
miss
days
it.
too, huh? Snow days. And
Hell
stuff?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking tight.
Oh, it was nice because I think one time we had like a month off.
Mm.
Now I don't know about us, but my first year, like my freshman year, we had like those couple weeks off for break, and then like 2 more weeks because we were snowed in. So it was like we weren't in school
That was
for
cool.
a long time.
Yeah.
Like a long
Yeah,
time.
they had cut us off for like
Wait
a
till
week.
like.
Go-
Sorry,
go-
I was gonna say, do they add that on to the end of the year? Or do you guys like?
No,
No.
Thank
Oh,
God.
Shit, how
I know
you
they
don't-
tried to in high
They
school.
tried, huh?
In
Yeah.
high school, and I was like, I'm not going.
For
My
real.
senior year.
You're like, I'm
fuck
finna
y'all.
protest. You're like, I'm finna
Yeah,
protest.
fuck y'all. I didn't go. I didn't go. Well, because I really never. Oh,
She said, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
Fuck
Well, I really
y'all.
never missed school. I was just very late. So it's like I never had like a lot of missing attendance days. Because, you know,
Yeah.
they'll call your parents.
Mm.
My dad, they used to call him. I was like, fuck. He'd be like, why aren't you at school? And I'm like, how does he know that?
How
He
does
was
he know
telling
that?
on me. It was the secretaries. Hi.
Like,
Hey,
catch that mic.
KT's rock good at it.
Yeah,
She's like
hi.
Suge Knight. She's
My
like, hey,
bad.
come to our label.
Yeah.
Come to our label. You don't want no producer? Come to our label. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. If I was a rapper, like a female rapper, I would want to do like podcasts all the time.
Oh hell yeah.
Like just to
Dang.
talk
Hell yeah.
about shit. Like,
Why don't you guys?
fun.
That,
Yeah,
that,
start-
it would
start
be
your guys'
dope
own
if
podcast.
you,
We've
if
done-
y'all
that
had
would
a
be so
podcast.
cool.
That'd
That
be
would be so
amazing.
cool.
I would tune in.
Yeah.
I would
The name
tune
is
in.
That would be
Oh,
cool
fun.
because we would probably put on like vegan places. Like we'd be, you know, talking
And y'all
about
open up
them.
people's minds. Y'all open
Yeah,
my
like, we
mind. Y'all
just
can
talk
open
about
up other
shit.
people's
Mhm.
minds. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
true.
Straight up.
not
Hey,
a bad idea.
tell the story of how you guys met.
It
Please.
is a good story.
Slit, lady, great things.
Okay, so on my end, 'cause,
On
you
my
know,
side,
there's
on
two
my
sides of the
side.
story.
There is.
I was going through it, I guess, because I didn't have a great first year there, and then
When you say
academically-
not great year, like how did like academic or basketball wise?
no, basketball wasn't the problem. It was
Oh.
the people that were the problem.
So your teammates or just
Yeah,
ah
unfortunately,
like chemistry?
a little bit of everything. You know.
Even on the court? Dang, that's tough.
It's,
Not really,
not personally with me.
but then with you.
Off the court, yeah. Yeah.
You were busting ass, huh? You were giving it to them, huh?
You
Probably
mean,
they probably
like,
they
on
probably
the
felt a
court?
certain way.
Yeah.
Cause I heard you're a hooper. You humble because
She's
you
a
never even
hooper.
she never talks about it. And somebody I think Raji told me he's like, yo, she got
She's
like
a
she's like she
hooper.
got records. She got
I
records, and I'm
ain't
like,
that
what?
hooper.
For real.
Right, he's fun.
Speak on it. What records do you have though?
No, I don't
Okay,
like
see
talking about
look,
that
see look,
stuff.
she's
Talk
humble.
shit,
She's
talk
different.
shit.
She's humble.
All right.
Talk
Okay,
your
yeah, I
shit.
was pretty
Let him know.
good.
Let him know.
My man,
Yeah.
talk that.
Let him know.
Okay, I left records at my high school.
What high school was that?
Real Mesa.
Okay, that's lit.
1,000 something points with 280 steals.
Okay.
Okay. Playing defense.
Yeah.
You got the IQ.
Yeah. I had a lot of rebounds too. I had like 779 like at the end of the year, I think.
So
Something
when
like
you
that.
say that, is that for a year? Is that for like for however
I
long you
think
played
that's
there?
collective.
Career?
Career.
Career.
Yeah.
Oh,
all
okay,
career.
okay.
Did you play all 4 years varsity?
Yeah. I had
Oh,
3
okay.
MVPs.
Oh,
Let's
dang.
go.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it
what
don't
I'm
really mean
talking
that it's
about.
high
Let's go.
school, but
Nah, it's cool
I'm
though.
talking about.
yeah, it was. I don't know. I feel like,
Tight.
and I mean, I don't. It's nothing personal, you know. Like it is what it is. People are gonna feel however they're gonna feel, but there was always something, you know, going on for me on the court with others. I feel like from their end for some reason.
It's because
Yeah,
you know
I
what?
mean-
That's what happens when you're great. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
I never tried to put it like that. I never wanted to be that person. I never
No,
did
and
want to be that
I'm
person.
I'm the
You know what I
same
mean?
way. I realize it too because like I'll go play and Brandon seen it. I just get into it with people and
Yeah.
I'm always just chill and I'm like
Yeah, like how?
I go to the court like, man, I just want to have a good time. I just want to chill. I want to get a sweat. I want to release some testosterone.
I was like, it's definitely something going on.
Yeah, you know, but like, and I see it now. Like, man, I just try to like just be chill. But when people come at me, it's like I'm gonna respond. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
just
We were
like,
Facts.
talking about that
Definitely
too,
defend
man.
myself.
Like, yeah, we
For
were
sure.
we were talking about that.
yeah, and I'm just
Yeah.
like just doing my natural thing, and it's like they're doing their natural thing, and it's just like, yo, like
Sometimes
it's just
we just clash, and it isn't.
But
it
that's
isn't
that's
bad.
what
like
it
I feel
is.
like that's good.
Yeah.
For me, like
the competition.
the competition,
it
it
raises
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
challenges
exactly.
you.
But that's if you see it that way, though. Not
Yeah.
everybody sees it that way. Their intentions are different sometimes. You know, they're really trying that. You know,
I
so
keep it on the
sometimes
court
you
though.
really got to go there with them. Huh?
I keep it on the court though.
Oh, for sure,
All the
always.
time,
That's always.
all the time.
That's definitely the first reaction. But
The beef,
you
like
can
beefing with
feel it,
somebody.
though. Yeah,
I'm
I'm saying.
When they just come
Well,
at
it depends,
you,
it
they
depends.
come
It
at you kind of
depends.
dirty. They
It
kind of come at you
depends
dirty, and it's
what-
like, yo, I'm not
what
coming
they
at you
did.
dirty. I'm just
It
playing my clean
depends what
game.
was said on the court because
yeah.
That shit will
there's
get
a
taken
quote
off
that
the court.
I like. It's sports are like war. It's like war, but without the weapons.
Yeah.
Like you guys are just going at it. You guys are like, That's I really like that.
It's
that
lit.
quote.
But you know what? I mean, the competition. I mean, it's like I'm competing against myself. I'm not trying to compete with anybody else. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But what I want to ask you is like, for you, what did basketball mean for you? I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like when you guys had it, because I asked my baller friend, because and like we hoop, and I feel like it's like a baller thing, you know, like, or like a baller community. It's like I'm in a baller community, and it's like I don't ever ask my ballers like, yo, like, what did basketball mean to you? You know what I mean? Because we're so competitive, and like we're always like, next game, or you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yo, did you see that? Like, I just got it right now, and it's like, well, what does hoop mean for you, or what did it mean for you at the time when you did hoop?
Well, for me, basketball meant for me, like, it was my outlet for sure.
Just try to get a little bit closer
Sure.
so you're heard out. Sorry about that, Bridget.
Hello.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Maybe is it not loud enough? I don't
Let me
know. My
turn- let
ear
me turn
don't
for
sound the
gain.
same. Maybe it's my.
No, you're like, I can hear you and stuff, but I just feel like I hear you like
There
a
you
little
go.
bit low.
Can you-
Okay.
there
Oh
you go.
wow.
There you go.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I turned
That
it
does
up.
that
hear
did
you a
way
lot.
different.
I turned it
wow.
up.
Yeah.
There you go.
KT can
That's
hear
a
you.
complete difference.
Yeah.
Hey, KT's like,
okay,
hey,
great.
that's
Nothing I
perfect.
said.
Yeah, that's good. I hear
That's
it.
perfect for my
Yeah.
best
Like,
friend.
you're right
That's perfect
here.
for my best friend.
Yeah, because I was
good.
like, I'm not. It didn't
Yeah.
sound the same.
Yeah.
I don't like this now. I'm just-
Oh,
my God.
No, I'm just
that's
kidding.
all
We've been
right.
Talking like this the whole time.
I know. KT's not like,
I'm
man,
over here,
I've been booking booze.
Whoa.
Wow.
But
No.
you're saying- yeah.
For me, it was definitely my outlet. It helped me explore myself and different things. I definitely think it protected me as well. Like I see basketball in many different ways. It's not it was a sport, but it also taught me valuables, you know, like how to treat people. When the time comes, you know how to leave stuff certain places, you know, like when you really get fired up like that, you got to leave it all on the court, or you got to leave that shit on the court
It
and
like
Yeah.
prepares
take it
you for
somewhere else.
life.
You know
I
what I'm
feel like
saying?
it prepares
Yeah.
you for life.
Yeah, and how to
Yeah.
socialize with people, you know, in your own way.
Control your
you know,
emotions.
Exactly.
And I feel like a lot of
Exactly.
people don't
The
know
best
how to do
way
that.
to control your emotions.
Athletes
Yeah.
are different breeds.
Yeah.
Like, or you know, not even just athletes, just
It's-
people who play sports. Like,
Yeah.
It's very
It's-
mental. It's
It
like a
is.
mental
It's a
thing.
mental
it is. It
Yeah.
teaches you a lot. Like
It
a
is.
lot. You develop more. Like that's why I feel like I developed more with basketball than I did school.
Yeah.
And it's like the kind of the same concept. Like you're learning things, you know. But it's
Yeah.
just like basketball. I don't know. Like
What-
you just
I-
it's instinct type of thing.
What did it mean for you though, like basketball growing up? I mean, hearing her perspective, it's a great perspective though, Bridget.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a
Thank
lot
you.
like what she said, like a getaway.
Mhm.
Like that's something that like you know, you start a game, you don't remember anything that happened during the day. You don't remember
Yeah.
any bad shit that happened during the week. Like it's
Yeah.
just about that.
You guys
That
are
game.
like locked in. And
Yeah,
Mhm.
like it just brings your mind off things. I don't know. Basketball was a big chapter in my life.
Yeah.
So it was like really surprising for me to stop playing.
Facts.
It was hard to deal with, but it's like
hard to expect. Honestly, it's hard to accept.
It's
Even for
very
me, I
hard.
haven't been
It
playing
still
that much.
is.
It's it's
I
really
was shocked.
it's really tough
No, I
because
wasn't shocked.
it's so like therapeutic, but it's
Yeah.
like it keeps you happy and it like it's like a release and it's like a natural
was.
high.
But I'm kind of glad. I'm not glad. I'm not gonna say I'm glad, but I'm okay with me not
Yeah.
playing anymore because it's like it's made me force myself to like learn more about myself.
Yeah.
Besides just I'm a ball player.
Yeah.
Like that was
and
the
this is
only
my
thing
only
I thought
image.
I
or
was
this
like
is,
good at.
Help
Yeah.
you get
You
closer
know.
to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I only thought that was like what she said. That's my image. Like people, oh, that's the ball player.
Yeah.
That's the ball player. That's the hooper. And it's like
Yeah.
I'm more
You're
than
more
that.
than that.
I'm more than that.
I feel like there's this quote it's by Osho, like a Japanese
Oh, I know who that
samurai.
is.
You guys know Osho?
Yeah.
He's like know the
lit.
way in one thing and you'll know the way in everything.
Mhm.
It's like with balling, it's like you know what it takes to get better, to put yourself out there, and you can apply that to pretty much everything, like
Yeah.
getting ready for life, like you were saying.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I want to hear your input though. What does ball mean for you? Because he's a hooper too though. He
Well,
played
ball,
find
like,
out.
I've never really balled like that
Mhm.
like you but I ran cross country, and what cross country taught me, it's like a mind thing. Like the moment like you want to stop, it's like you just keep going.
That is a mind thing.
Yeah,
Running,
Did you
that's
do,
tough.
did you,
Did
do
you
that?
love cross country?
I loved
was
it.
That,
I loved it.
Okay,
I loved it.
that's
And then-
cool.
yeah.
That's because that's a whole different type of sport.
Yeah.
Like
tough,
cross
bro.
country.
Like,
I wish I
That's-
could have done
that's a
that.
whole
You're-
different.
That's
I wish I could have. I wish I could have done that.
hydration.
Like that's amazing that people do that. Like that's
You're like
tough.
you're running like 10 miles, like 14 miles
For
like,
fun.
for fun. In the
I
moment,
would be like, what the fuck?
I
I'm
wouldn't
say-
sleeping after the lap,
I
the
wouldn't
first
say it's
lap.
fun.
Not
It's
even
tough.
You're
flash
what?
out
I'm
your
a
way.
sprinter. I'm a sprinter. I'm not a long distance person. Like
That shit's tough.
You're
At
quick.
some point,
You're
I'm
quick.
like,
You're
fuck
quick.
this.
You be
Like,
crossing them up. You
yeah,
quick.
like I'm quick. I like
Quick with
fast
it.
paced. I don't like yeah.
It's,
You get quick.
it's
You get
mentally
quick.
taxing.
It
It's
is.
taxing, but it's like it taught me to like to overcome like your mind and then like just keep pushing through, even though like you
Yeah.
feel like you want to stop, but you just got to keep going.
I think
I
Like
that's
it
agree.
really
I
prepared me
agree.
for
That's
life.
tough.
Yeah.
the,
So
the
it-
best thing that the best thing that sports teaches you is that you can overcome your mind when you choose to do that.
And your body. I feel
Yeah.
like your body too.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing. It's
Well,
amazing what we can do.
I was thinking mind and body the same thing.
Yeah, because like there's times where like I'll go through my working week or my week of like making music and then like working, and then it's like I'll feel tired, but then I'll just like push through it because I'm
That's
so
good.
used to pushing through it from basketball.
Yeah.
But I mean, what else did it mean for you though, cross country, bro?
Cross country, like that's mainly what it taught me, was that it like it's just a mind thing. You can overcome like your minds.
Yeah.
And just to keep
Mind over
going,
matter.
Huh? Like
Yeah,
just
just
keep
keep going.
is.
just
It's
keep going. You
mind
do
over
keep
matter.
going, bro. Great things.
Goy things.
What about you?
What about you?
For me, what basketball has meant for me, it's like I don't know, like basketball helped me get through a lot. Like like basketball is like it's like my joy, my pride. Like I was whatever I was going through, like basketball was like kind of like my savior. Like it's crazy because like in high school that's all I did. I just played basketball, and like, you know, if I wouldn't have been playing basketball, I think I would have been more depressed. I feel like I would have been more sad because I went through all these moments when I was playing basketball, and I didn't really think about them because I was always playing, and I didn't have time to really like sit down and really think, be like, oh my gosh, like I'm like hurt or whatever, or like no, it's like my dad like something happened with him, or he got deported, and it's like, you know, it was tough, but it wasn't tough at the time because I was just hooping.
Yeah. You had
So-
something to take your mind off of it.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, so hoop has always been there for me.
Is that
like,
distraction for you? That healthy distraction?
yeah, it helped me get through a lot. You know,
Yeah.
that's what basketball is always, and even
Sports
now
are
it's
good.
like I can't let go. I mean, like I can let it go. I'm letting it go slowly,
Yeah.
but like it's like I just love to, like it's my
Well,
joy.
You don't have to let it go. You can just
Yeah.
you can limit yourself. You know. I mean, do whatever your body calls you to do. You know, follow your intuition. Follow that gut feeling. You have 3 brains. You don't have one brain. You have 3. Your mind, no, your brain, your heart, and your gut. That's why you get that gut feeling, and it's like there's butterflies in there. That's because that shit's activated.
Oh yeah.
Like, hello, bitch, I'm really telling you something. Do not do that shit.
Yeah,
like, for
that,
real.
That gut
No, you're
feeling.
right.
It's really-
it's
That
really
gut
real
feeling.
because
It's
like
real.
What does your shirt say though?
it says love your guts.
Hey,
Love your guts.
You see it? You see it?
that's funny.
That's funny.
But yeah, that gut feeling, it's like when you follow that feeling, it can only take you to like better places.
Mhm.
you
It
know?
really
It
opens
does.
doors. It's
It
like
does.
Opens doors.
it just goes to show like how complex the human body really is. You know, like we move without thinking about it. That's why I said the mind and body are the same thing, because you don't think about what you're doing. You can't say in your head, move this and then move it. It's just gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Yeah.
Like-
it's intuitive.
Yeah, very intuitive.
It's funny, like you like you do things and sometimes like it won't make
That's
sense.
just like a giant realization. Oh my God, so many dots just were connecting right there. Just because like when you really sit and think about it, like it's impossible to sit here and be like, okay, move this. It's not gonna work like that.
Exactly.
It's really not gonna work like that. And I'm just sitting here like, wow, what the fuck?
Yeah, it has to really, like, you have to feel it inside.
Yeah.
It has to move. It has to move, and that's what that's what I've gotten from him, and something that I've always realized something that he's told me that I always keep in mind. It's like I go with the energy. I go where the energy is calling me, and where the energy, like, it's calling me, and I'm
Law
calling
of
it.
attraction.
Yeah, but
Law
we're
of
calling it's
attraction.
like it has to be in sync though. That's
Yeah.
what I look for. I
It
look
is
for that
though.
natural sync.
It is.
Yeah.
Natural is the
And when
best
it's
when
not
you don't
being
have
forced.
to force. Yes.
Yeah.
when you
That
don't
and like
force
going
it.
back to what you were saying earlier about looking within yourself, like you know that feeling,
Yeah.
like, and just like follow that feeling within yourself, and like and it can only like lead you to goodness.
Trusting
Like,
I
yourself,
swear.
that's
Trust
important.
And you know
Yeah.
what's funny too? It's like when you do something, like when I had this design, it's like it was the 5 and I wasn't really close to Marte, but then I eventually like get close to Marte. It's like
It's like a
I don't-
manifest. It's like a
Like
weird.
you-
it's like I don't know
You
what was
do.
happening
Yeah.
though. I
Yeah.
can't say it
Also-
was that
yeah.
because I don't know. I was just
Yeah.
like I was doing my natural. I was just doing my natural.
Your body
thing.
gave you a hint of what was up next.
But
That's
like
what
I
it
said,
was.
it's
I love
law
that.
of
I love that.
attraction.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
It is really
you,
that. It
Yeah.
really
you
is that.
attract
It really is.
whatever frequency or energy you're giving out. Like that's what
Exactly.
you're gonna
But you're
attract.
leaders though.
like-
I feel like you're leaded in a, like in a just.
Yes, you are. Yes, but
you-
if you're
being in
calling,
tune, I
your
just try to be
calling
in
will come to
tune.
you. It'll come to you naturally. Like it's a lot of weird shit that it's kind of like when you become more aware of shit. Like you predict things. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I just like I'll think about something, and then in the future it happens, and it's not even like a deja vu moment. It's like a damn, like I kind of manifested it without trying to like manifest it. If that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
it crossed my mind enough. Like moving to California was like not ever in my mind. But it's like me and Bridget, it was like
So what made
it's like I was meant to be here, like with her. Like I was meant. Like it just
And I
was
feel like
how
you guys are
timeline
such a
went.
perfect fit.
Oh, thank
We
you.
are like
You
that's
are, yeah.
I'm
That's
fire, she's
nice.
ice. Like we balance each other.
Yeah,
Feel
I
that.
feel like
Like,
Bridget
and
is-
it's
Hey,
I
you're
feel like
funny.
wearing,
Bridget's
you're wearing
rock.
ice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're wearing the ice.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yes.
saying.
Yes, see, look,
Like,
see,
literally.
we don't-
No,
we don't know.
it's
See,
so
we don't-
crazy.
We don't know.
We always
See,
end up
you
wearing
know, I-
like
you-
colors
yeah.
like
We do.
this. Like
We
we
do.
always end up wearing like opposite colors like this when we're
She's
going
flame.
somewhere
She's
like
flame.
out.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like,
Exactly.
I feel
No,
like
I
you're
feel
the
that.
rock. I feel like you're the rock for her.
Yeah.
You
she
give her the
is.
strength. That's
She
how I feel
is
like.
though. She
Yeah.
is my rock for real.
She's
And
the
and it's cool.
she's the
It's cool.
balloon look.
She-
Think of it
that's my
as
best
like
friend.
a rock on a
That's my best friend.
balloon.
That's my best friend.
She takes me higher, but I keep her leveled.
Yeah, she does. Like I always tell her like,
Feel that?
you know, and I feel like I don't even give her enough credit sometimes. Like
Oh my
she's
God,
done.
stop.
No, seriously, like
I can see it though.
she's done a lot. Like she's done a lot without like having to do a lot. Like, and I'm not talking like, oh, here's some money or here's some food, here's some like doing stuff that like stimulates my brain, like makes me a better person, like shit like
That's
that.
great. That's
Like
great.
that's who you want to keep
Feeding her
around. Like,
soul,
yes,
you
it's
know?
like me and
Goals
her.
and yeah,
Me and her
yeah.
can like disagree. We can argue. We can do any of that. And at the end of the day, like that's my best friend still. Like it does not matter.
They
like,
are jamming. Is that a
they
party?
are jamming. I've been hearing them. They are jamming. They're
Jamming.
They're
Like-
jamming. But no, she's
No,
just,
and
she's
you know
done a
what?
lot.
Bridget has like inspired me a lot because when I would talk with her, she was very like
You guys are so sweet.
she's
Oh
so
my
like
goodness.
she articulates herself well, and I'm like, dude, and I thought, and I was like, dude, you should do poetry, and then dead ass, she's like, yo, I do poetry, and I seen her poetry, and I'm like, dude, like it opened up my mind to like another form of writing,
Right.
you know what I mean? And it's just like,
I swear we're not exposed enough on certain things. Like we're only taught to accept one type of thing, and then like when we see something else, it's like, what the fuck? This can't exist. This can't be. You know, this can't happen. You know what I'm saying?
I felt
Yeah.
that's how I felt like when I met them. I felt like, man, it opened up my
Like, it
eyes.
can't be
I'm like,
true.
okay, women like this do exist. Smart,
Yeah.
intuitive,
I
spiritual
like
women.
the way you just said that. You better make that like the headline. Like,
clip it, clip this,
like-
clip this.
yeah, clip that.
No, and not. You know what I mean? You guys genuinely do inspire me. though.
Thank you.
God, that's
You
so
inspire us,
nice. It
seriously.
is so
You
amazing
really do.
to
Like
talk
it's
to you every
nice to
time.
have like woman to man conversations.
Yes.
Like it's very nice because you guys think a completely different way.
Mhm.
So instead
Yeah.
of
Completely.
women attacking men or men attacking women, like we can just
Exactly.
share our opinions and
Just
on
accept
an
that. Even
open
if we
table
disagree, it's
like
okay
this.
to agree to
Exactly.
Let the
disagree.
energy
Yeah.
flow. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Because
Talk
we all
and
we
be
do
respectful.
we do need each other at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Like
we
I said
do.
earlier, we do.
And I feel
Yeah.
like hearing
We
your perspective, like the whole like women are sensitive, no, women are expressive. It's like understanding what they are.
Yeah.
You're able to dial in more of
Yeah.
how to approach them and how to
Yes.
communicate with
Yeah.
them because not every woman you can communicate the same.
Yeah.
We're misunderstood.
Yeah.
Women
A
are very
lot of
misunderstood.
times. We're
Same with
actually
men, too.
targeted. I feel like.
Yeah, we are.
Not even it. I feel like
No,
it
you
goes
guys are.
beyond
You
that
guys
point.
are.
Like we're actually targeted because a lot of the times, y'all be knowing we're smarter. Y'all just you don't want to accept it, and it's like
Ego.
it's like we're not trying to hurt you. We're not trying to be like that, but you want to take it there. We will go there, and we don't got a problem. Just like y'all don't got a problem.
We don't.
But it's just a simple fact that males, I feel like males have become so sensitive without knowing it in a way like they get defensive easy. and it's like you can't tell them nothing.
Mm.
You know, there's no, you're not listening at all. You just want to throw back what you gotta say and hope it's smarter, or you're gonna say something to try and make me react. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely. I feel like with women, especially, you know, like women, you guys are gonna say what you feel,
Yeah.
and it's like you guys don't care, no filter, and it's like I feel like
Sometimes.
I just
It
feel like the
depends.
whole time when I've talked to you and I've like what I've learned from you, it's like, and from where I'm at now, it's kind of like you with women, it's like you have to be very grounded and not take anything personal with women.
That part.
Just
Open-minded.
learn- just be able to learn to listen and
Yeah.
understand what they're trying to get, because it's like they're just being naturally themselves and it's nothing personal. It's just
Yeah.
their
It's
way
not.
of being,
Exactly.
and that's a tough part.
That is that.
I'm
I
glad
like what you
you're
just said. The
aware
way
of
of
that.
being. We're
It's
never
tough.
allowed to just be,
No.
to just exist. You know, like
Yeah.
one day, or like have you ever, or has anybody ever told you just to have a day where you're not wearing your favorite stuff, you wear something completely opposite and
Yeah.
look like nothing. You know,
Yeah.
take everything off, strip yourself of everything, and just exist. We don't
Yeah.
ever have those moments.
That's,
You know?
I feel like that's how I carry myself. Like I just want to be able to just just be. Just,
Yeah,
just be able to
exactly.
be.
As you
Yeah.
should.
And I think that's not a thing.
Uh-huh.
It's like, no, you have to like be like a certain way, and it's
Yeah.
like, why do I have to be a certain way? Can't I just be a human and just relax?
Exactly.
But that's what
Right.
you're saying.
Yeah, that's facts. It's hard. I mean, it's
You
hard
do,
being a
and you do
woman.
be kicking back. You do be kicking back. I now that you're saying that, yeah, you do be kicking back.
What do you mean?
No, like, cause remember you're like, oh, like, how do I look? And then, but you're just like chilling. You know?
Oh,
and you're
okay.
just like,
I be kicking back hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
chill hard.
but what were you gonna say, KT? Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
I just was saying it's hard being a woman. I mean, same with men too. I'm not taking that away. I'm just saying
Yeah.
from a
we
woman's
both have
perspective.
pressures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm just saying
it's
from like a
annoying.
woman's perspective, like it is hard being a woman. Like it's hard, especially like wanting or like, you know, living in this generation, trying to find like not trying to find relationships, but like, you know,
And
KT's
that's
compatible
just-
with everybody.
being like you said I'm compatible.
No.
Me?
I'm quoting you.
Woo!
I'm
I was
quoting
like,
you.
woo, I don't know. I'm compatible with everybody.
Hey, KT is like, woo, and they're like,
I don't know.
woo.
Yeah, they're
I'm
like,
so-
nah, I'm not meant for everybody. That's
No,
what-
but I remember you said that though. I
What?
remember-
Said
You're
which
like,
part?
you're like, I'm compatible with everybody.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
can
I'm
be.
great, but-
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it was like more of a confidence and swag thing. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, that's just, you're calling out how it is, like how you feel about
Yeah,
yourself.
I
you know?
do. I feel like I'm not a hard person to deal with, but I'm misunderstood.
Mhm.
Like some of that has to do with me. I feel like over the years, like when I was younger, I was like, I'm an alpha female. So it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
I feel
you
like
are. Yeah.
men
Yeah.
can take that wrong. But how I used to be, I was like coming off very aggressive. Not even just with men, just in general. I was a very aggressive person. She knew, you know, and she's helped
you know
me
what? Sometimes
adapt.
I feel it, but you're working way through it. Like
Yes.
I can feel it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like
but
it's
you're
like-
working way
Yeah.
through it though.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, it's like you got to think about your environment. Like when I was young, I was raised by just my dad. Like I've never had that like
That
soft
yang,
love.
that
Like
yang.
yeah, it's always been
That
like
yang.
aggressive.
No, and I can
aggressive.
I can relate
I
because my
Yeah.
mom and my sister, they've always been like the masculine energy because they've had to put it down.
Had to.
So
Yeah.
they can't really
Yeah.
be feminine. and
That's
they,
another thing about women.
Yeah.
We can replicate
do
both.
We can do both, but it's
Yeah.
not a good. It's not a good balance.
But
if
they
we-
weren't. They
if we don't have
they
enough
couldn't be
Yes.
they couldn't be feminine
Correct.
and nurturing because they've had to hold the weight and they've
Yeah.
had to just
And you
keep,
get
I
so
feel that.
used to it after a while.
They
Like
had to be tough.
Yeah.
They had to be
Yeah, and
tough.
it's like,
I
you
gotta
don't
be
even
tough.
realize
You
that
gotta
you
be
do
tough.
it.
I'm gonna be tough on you because you gotta
Yeah.
be a tough man.
Yeah.
And I'm not a man, but I have to be of the. You have to go to that energy so you can, you know what I mean, be straight.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And that's something that's hard because I didn't like always being like that. I wasn't
Same.
very aware of it at the time when I was younger. But like I really became aware last year of like my own toxic traits. Like you outgrow your own bullshit, you know. And I was like, I don't want to be like that. Like I don't want to be aggressive. I don't want people getting me out of character. I don't want to have to like yell or something to get my point across. Like I'm chill now, very
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah.
I'm very
I feel
very
like you've
peaceful.
been, and I, honestly, I feel like you've been chill today.
Yeah.
I feel like in the past, I mean, you've always been chill,
Mm-hmm.
but I can like you express yourself, but I definitely can feel it, and I'm like, you know what? That I mean, and you tell me where you come from, and it's like it helps me to understand because it's like okay, like
Yeah.
she was
Yeah.
raised with masculine, so
Ex-
she's
Yes.
gonna
That-
come
it
with
makes,
the masculine.
It makes sense to me because
It does.
Yeah.
It does, and people when they first meet me, they don't understand that. like they take it wrong, and it's like you don't understand like how I was raised. Like
Yeah.
I was
And
raised
that's why I was
on
telling
that.
you about the Way of the Superior Man. I need to give you the book. I need to just
You
give
do,
it to
you
you.
do. You keep talking about it.
Yeah,
You keep
yeah, I
talking
do
about
need
it.
to
But-
give it
but-
to you.
Yeah,
but-
I'll read it. I'll really read
I
it.
think-
And it talks about that feminine and masculine energy. You
And
know?
that's what I needed was the feminine side. I had more of the masculine, and it's like
Yeah.
it was making my environment toxic
Cause like
with men,
it,
women, you know,
it
best
talks about
friends,
right. I
women,
think it
all
talks
that.
about like the masculine being more of like, or like the feminine
aggressive.
being
The
aggressive,
masculine being more aggressive.
aggressive. The feminine being more like
Yielding,
yielding,
nurturing, loving.
yeah, loving,
You know, soft.
yeah, and it's that balance.
Yeah,
It's always
that
that
balance.
balance.
And I
It's
think
always
that's where
that
I'm at
balance.
now.
Yeah.
I went through the aggressive phase, so it's like I'm going through the like peaceful, nurturing. Like I
Because
don't
California
think
is
I ever.
peaceful.
Yeah, like, it is.
It's always sunny in
It
California.
really changed. Everybody tells me that. Like I went home a couple weeks ago and they was like, "You came back just a whole different fucking person. You're vegan now. You're this. You're that. Like you listen to
Yeah,
Afro
you're-
beats.
you're-
Like yeah, so
Your
It's like-
peace-
it's
your
like-
peace
like
and
so
happiness.
yeah. Like we smoke weed out there. We
It's
get
like very-
high.
it's
We
like-
chill.
It's like very chill.
Yeah,
It's
we
funny
get-
as
we
hell.
chill. Like
My homie was telling, I think it was Indiana. They're fucking like very conservative with
Very.
weed and stuff. So it's like
very
police will like will find like
over
they'll
even a
search you
couple
out.
grams.
Even that,
you know?
and also like I think they would plant shit too.
Yeah, they will. They
Yeah.
do. They're very, and they don't have
That's
shit else to
crazy.
do out there.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have shit else to do. So it's like me
If
coming
you
out
don't
here.
mind.
I told Bridget.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, I want some more too. It's like my fifth cup, y'all.
No,
But
not this.
I told Bridget, I said, man, I feel like the police aren't as bad out here. And she thinks they are, you know, she's out here. I don't live out here. Like,
Yeah.
I live out here now, but
I
she's
can't
lived out here
drink this.
longer.
I'm sorry. I'm not wine for sure. Like, I can't.
Why are y'all whispering when we're right here?
This shit. It's
No, they're
not.
not doing good.
Just say it. Just
Oh,
say it.
Yeah,
say
yeah.
it.
Oh, he was
Say it.
like,
Like, you was not
Chief,
working.
is it alright? Chief?
Oh, well, because the soccer people are here.
Oh,
It's because
that's right.
it'll affect other people.
Oh, okay.
What are y'all talking about?
Well, like we can't smoke because the soccer
Oh.
people are here. But like
crying.
after hours, we could definitely smoke.
Or yeah, we could set up or something. Like
Yeah.
After or whatever.
No, yeah. What were you saying though?
Oh,
We
yeah,
never
sorry.
even finished how me and Bridget met. You realize that we never fucking finished.
Okay, KT, thank you for reminding us.
veered
Thank you
off.
very
We
much.
veered
No,
off
no.
again. It's okay.
No,
That's
we
fine.
veered
Combo.
off.
That's fine.
That's why I like the podcast.
That was
It
good.
could go anywhere.
Yeah,
It
it
can go
No,
anywhere.
but
can,
this
'cause it
is
all
what we
leads
thought.
back.
Hey, this
It
is
all
does.
leads back.
I'm trying to just keep it like connected.
Yeah, no,
But-
it's
It's
good.
definitely
And it's
connected.
good to understand,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
especially quick thoughts like that. It's good to
No,
just
and
express it.
honestly,
That's
like
good.
I love having those conversations with y'all because that's how it is, bro. Like
That's how it is.
she's talking with Raji, I'm talking with her, and then Martez like talking with everybody, and then we're just like,
And then it's just like, yeah. It's
but it's
amazing.
great
That's
though,
why
bro.
I like it. Like I learned a lot from you guys as well, and you too.
Aw.
You
And
too.
you too.
So same with you.
bro,
Same with
bro,
you.
but I feel like, but you know what I mean?
guys have
it was
very
a right
calming
call.
energy.
It was a right-
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I
Exactly.
feel like you're you know what I mean?
Very
You know what I
welcoming.
mean? It's there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's there. It's there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I
Sorry.
love
Let me
it.
get back
Raw,
to
it's
it.
raw.
Sorry.
Go.
Sorry,
Go.
okay. So where did we leave?
that's what I was gonna say.
She
you
was
were
talking
mentioning
about-
How'd y'all
college.
meet?
She
How'd
was
y'all
talking
meet?
about okay. So basically,
Maybe because we talked about the snow. That's
the
what.
snow. That's
where
what it
went
was.
wrong.
Oh,
So
yeah.
okay, so freshman year I was going to a different college. She was going to Trinity.
Yeah.
I was going somewhere in Indiana. So our teams played against each other. So we played against each other. and she was obviously hooping on her.
Shit.
But she was the best
That's so
player. I was
funny.
the best player.
Yeah.
So it was like real recognize real type shit, and it was like
That's fucking
we were
tight.
very competitive against each other. But
Yeah.
we, like I said, real recognize real. We didn't take it
Yeah.
personal. However, I had like always remembered her from that game. It was like she stuck out. Does that make sense?
Oh, so you guys played against
Yes,
each other?
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, this is
That's-
crazy how
Yeah,
it worked.
before we
Whoa.
Freshman
before we
year,
knew.
before we
I didn't
knew
even
we
know that.
played against
Yeah.
each other, and it was
That's
like
dead. I didn't even know
it was
that.
like for some odd reason because we were in the same grade, she just stuck out. Like it was like weird. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We both were like
What
we
year
just
was
had good
this?
skills. Freshman year,
Yeah.
17, 18.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that year.
Did you guys have like so? When did you guys connect? Like
Oh,
so, was
so
there a
we-
conversation like you guys
No,
had?
so there wasn't. We were hooping against each other, but we were like going hard against each other. Blah, blah, blah. We're the best
We
players.
never talked or anything
Never
like
talked.
during the game. Never said a word.
Never
Never
talked.
said a word.
Never nothing.
I don't remember ever
Were
saying
you guys like
anything.
guarding each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't even. I
You
don't
guys
even
were
think
just
I
being
said anything
competitive
around
with
We
each
her.
other.
didn't. We
Like
didn't.
I don't
were
think
you the
like
point
one
guard?
time I said
Were you the point guard
anything.
too?
She was like doing everything.
Yeah.
Dude, like
She's
Yeah.
like
she
LeBron.
had
No,
LeBron.
yeah, I didn't
LeBron.
really have a
she was
choice.
like,
That's
it
right,
was
that's
like
right.
Unfortunately.
we didn't even see like saying each other. I mean, say anything to each other on
Yeah.
the court.
Like normally you have
cool.
those games where you're like, oh, this bitch did it. Like, or you just say
wasn't
something
like that.
like, you know, like you just have something said, whether it's
Yeah.
from your teammates or anything. I don't remember saying one word that whole entire game.
But
No,
like
the whole
when you were
time.
saying
You were
like,
just
yo, she
locked
balls.
in.
Like, you,
Yeah, like
she's a
I
fucking
Yeah.
noticed. I'm not.
We were
that
going-
was
Was
like,
it what,
she was hooping.
Yeah.
Who was up or who was the better team?
They beat us, right?
What was the
I
score?
think it was
I
close.
I
It was
don't
close as
remember.
fuck.
It was a
So
good
you
game
guys
the whole
were you guys were
time.
equal.
It was a
It
game
was
though.
close.
Outside.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was like I think 3-4 point game.
I don't
like,
remember.
I think
I
it was.
don't
I
remember.
remember. It was like 3-4. It was a pretty close game. It was a pretty close game. Even the second time.
Yeah.
So we played against each other a second time because we were in like conference.
Mm.
Hooped again, and it was like, you know what I'm saying. We were very aware of each other. However, so that end of the year came. I wasn't going to that school no more, and it was like. She just still was like in my head.
Oh yeah,
So,
I remember.
It's like that
It
thing
was
like,
like
my
you don't,
school was
you're like
there,
you don't
like,
know,
I don't
you
even
don't
know how to
know, but
explain
it's
it.
like
Yeah,
it's there. Like,
like
I don't
there,
know,
like,
but
it
it's
didn't-
there.
It never went away. So my teammate's boyfriend went to her school. That I was tight. You remember Priscilla? I was like tight as fuck with my teammate. So literally the day after that, I had decided I wasn't going to that school no more. I got a full ride from the coach out there,
Oh,
from her
dang.
coach, and it was like it's not that I just instantly accepted it. It just was like, bam! It was like, damn, I remembered her. So it was like, I'm gonna go check it out. You know what
It was
I'm
like
saying?
it was like it was an
like,
instinct. It was intuitive.
what
You're
are the
like,
odds? Like,
what?
what
She's
are the
calling.
odds?
She was calling you. The energy.
and
The
I-
energy. It's like
yes, and I had other options that I could have went to. Like, yeah, I
Okay,
wasn't the
okay.
only one, but it was like, man,
see
what
it?
are the
You're in on-
odds?
you see it?
What are
You
the
see it?
odds?
You see it?
And
Go
the
Titans.
scholarship amount, I was like, man, that's just like that's odd that's how
Yeah.
it's going, and that's the school she goes to. So I went out and visited. I loved it.
Ah.
And then it was like I remember telling the coach, I was like, hey, what about that one girl? Is she coming back? Like, I want to hoop with her. Like, I want to play with her. Didn't even know her. I was like, I want to play with her.
And that was the only thing that made me go back. Cause I was gonna, cause remember I said I had
Yeah.
academic problems, like
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna go back to school, but I was like,
You remember her
Co-
too. You're like
the coach was
I-
like-
I remember you.
he said, what did he say? He said, one of our recruits wants to hoop with you, and every like, I didn't, I wasn't. I mean, you guys can tell I'm kind of like a timid type of person. I'm just very to myself, you know.
Definitely.
So
That's
it's
only
like,
because a lot goes through her brain.
yeah,
In a good way.
facts. I'm just processing.
That
Um,
goes through her brain.
Definitely.
But
You gotta come correct.
yeah, I always think twice. I try to, but it was just like whenever, and I've been like this ever since I've been playing. This is just me. Whenever somebody's personal like that, is personal about me, and says that they want something from me, that makes me like, what? Like that's my.
Intrigued.
Yeah,
That's very unique.
that's my calling. Like,
That's
okay,
very
let me go
unique.
back. You know, like
Yeah.
somebody needs me. Let me.
Mm.
So I did, and it was weird. I didn't think about it. I don't think you know this, but I never thought about her wanting me to be there when we were in person. When we finally got in person, and it came time like you were there. I never was like, okay, that's her. Like she wants me to be here. Like
You didn't
I
have
never.
any exceptions.
I
You
wasn't
had
like that.
expectations.
It wasn't even like that. I was like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm trying to stay away from everybody because I said, or like I told you guys earlier, my first year there was really bad. So I was just trying to.
You're
you
just
know,
being one
yeah.
with yourself.
I was just trying to
Guard
stay
was
away.
Do your
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
But she had held something in like this little gathering in her room with all of our teammates.
Trying to get that respect.
Yeah,
That's
we all just got
Hey,
close.
That's leadership.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
dope. Oh,
yeah, we got
We
close.
were close.
We just started talking, all of us,
Yeah,
like
we
the
were,
team.
We were cool. Like,
You
it
you
just,
like
Yeah.
the
how
vibe
she
was right.
approached.
Yeah, like the vibe was right. We didn't know each other, nothing.
Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't.
Wow.
It was nothing between us yet until like
Yeah.
everybody left, and I was like, I left the room, and it was like, go back in there. So I went back in there,
Shit.
and then I was just like,
Oh.
so I don't even know what I said. I don't know what I said, but we just started saying everything back to
Yeah.
each other. It was like
What were you
instant,
talking
like
about?
Like secrets,
Yeah,
like
just everything.
Like
just
secrets,
everything.
We're talking about life,
Everything.
We're
It
just,
just
I mean, she was
clicked.
telling me like a bunch of her business, not in a bad way. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
it was just
she
like
really was
a
like
click.
expressing herself.
Oh,
Yeah.
And how, and I
okay.
didn't expect that because, like, mind you, we all were around each other, and she was not. Like,
I didn't even
wasn't
speak to
like
her.
that. Yeah, like we weren't talking like that. We just were on like some team shit. you
Yeah.
know? And it's like
Oh.
they left.
Yeah,
she
trying
came
to get the
back,
team
and literally
shit.
from that day on, we were best friends. Like there
Wow.
wasn't even no like
Oh,
we were
shit.
with
That's
each other
why-
every.
You guys just started just
fucking
like
day.
And
expressing
that's-
to
Yeah,
each other.
like it's
yeah,
like we
and
just
I
had
didn't
this-
even, I never once realized like you were the one that was like, I want her to be here.
Right.
It was just like,
It just
boom, like
happened.
you,
It just
like
happened
something in my head was just like,
naturally.
you need to go back in there. You need to talk to her. Like
Yeah.
you just need to
Wow.
go in there. So I just
cool.
was
It
like,
wasn't
okay.
forced. It was more so like, hey, go do.
I was
it was a calling.
yanked. I wasn't
Yeah, for
forced. I was
real.
yanked.
Yeah, and it's like, and
Damn.
that next day we had like team bonding, and it's like me and her.
Yeah,
like
we were
this.
hee.
Like I think everybody was like,
Yes.
real. Like,
We were
yeah,
hee-heeing
I
the whole
think-
time, I swear.
We were. We just kept talking.
Yeah.
And it's like, because we were just trying to learn each other. Like,
Yeah.
we were
just
so
so interested.
interested. Yeah, we were so interested.
Oh.
So it's
Shut
like,
up.
yeah,
Well,
it's
you
crazy.
know why I'm tripping on this, because the dude that inspired me to hit y'all up, he's not here, but I feel like I'm like that with him. Like I feel like,
Shout out Red.
Red. Like I just want to talk to him, and like it's just natural, you know.
Yeah.
Like, let's work. Like let's make music. Let's hang out. You know, it's a natural thing, and it's not a thing that I'm like, I want this. No, it's a thing that it's just like, hey, like this is happening to you right now. Like,
Yeah.
this is happening between y'all. Like,
Yeah.
just
Right.
go to it. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
And
it's
that's
just
why,
it's
yeah,
the
it
energy,
was
and it's
amazing.
just natural, and
Yeah,
that's
you
why I'm
can
like,
feel it.
oh, I'm
You
like,
can feel it.
You definitely-
I
You
feel
can,
the same
and it just
way.
felt right. And it's like I never had no bad vibes from her. It wasn't like, oh, you know, she's
The
being
intention,
so.
you can feel
Yeah,
the
it
intention.
wasn't like I didn't feel cautious with her.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
being in college, being a woman, like you just can't trust
Yeah.
girls. Like maybe y'all might be, but you can't trust
Especially
girls.
her,
For real.
because what she was going through at the time.
Yeah,
too.
so she already, you know,
She
she,
didn't
was
wanna talk
damaged,
to
hurt
nobody.
from
Yeah.
things
No,
like
that's
trust
why
issues.
like it was so crazy. Like just I barely had this realization right now. Like damn, I didn't even think like that you wanted me to be there. You know, like I knew like obviously in the end like when we talk about it, because you know
The way
like-
you got yanked, she got yanked first.
Yeah,
just
she
followed
did.
it.
She
I
did.
did. I
She
followed it.
did.
It just felt too like.
she did get yanked
felt
first. She
too right.
like she is the leader.
Yeah.
Number one,
Yeah.
number two.
Yeah,
It just
she
felt
is. Yeah,
too
yeah.
right. Like it just felt normal. If that makes sense. So it's like me and her, we had team bonding the next day, and it's like fuck the team bonding. We already were bonded.
Yeah.
Like, we already were bonded. Like people were looking at us like, how are they already like
Yeah.
that
So,
close?
like, what happened?
People, and I'm sure people were preying on our downfalls, and like I think people really thought, oh, they're just in that puppy stage. You know how
Yeah.
when you become
Oh,
friends
yeah.
with somebody
Right.
or you're in a
No.
relationship,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
like, you know,
It's
you're
so
all-
weird
yeah,
though. It's so
people,
weird
like,
that because you're just like, what's going on? and it's just like
people,
you're
I think
just
people
going
really
with it.
thought
It's
that.
in you.
Yeah, I think people probably thought that, but it wasn't. Like
Mm-hmm.
we were like just
I
locked
don't-
in every single
That's
day
Yeah.
from that
dope.
point on.
Having
Like
that.
we
I
just
don't
that
think-
just was my best friend from that point on.
I
It
don't
was-
think
it
I
still has.
ever
Haven't fallen
spoke
out.
to anybody like mind you like when
That's dope.
after because I only went to that school for 2 years. She was only there for a year, and so after
That was your second year, KT?
yeah
That was my second year.
yeah
And yours was it?
that was my second year.
second year. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So we were both only sophomores after that. No, you're fine. But after that, like, I called her probably every day. I called her every day after that. Like I went back to California. She was in Indiana. So
Very
time change and everything, like, was calling her
So
every day. If I didn't call her, I texted her. Like, I haven't ever talked to nobody that consistent to the point where they fly out here and it don't feel like much is off. Like,
So
It was just a oh, sorry.
your junior year, you moved to Cali, or did you end up going to school for junior year, or did you?
no, yeah, I went out here to Moore Park.
Oh, you went to Moore Park to
Yeah.
ball or to
Yeah, I was trying to ball out there, but because I couldn't get my transcripts, I wasn't really able to be on the team like I wanted to be. But oh my god, I love them so much. They did amazing.
More part?
And
Yeah.
then I'm curious.
Yeah.
So like you went to Moore
was
Park,
so cool.
and then how? So KT, when did you like move to Cali, or like what was the decision? You're like, okay, I'm gonna come to Cali.
With
That's
me.
a good question. Yeah. So
Great question.
2020 was like a hell of a year.
2000 what?
I have it
20.
2020. I have it tatted on.
Let me see.
I have it tatted right there. Y'all see it in the red?
Oh shit. That's
MMXX.
wild.
Roman numeral.
Yeah.
That's
So
tight.
I got it
Respect.
tatted because it's like
You see it?
I love it because it's like it started off as the worst year of my life and became the best. That's why I wanted it tatted on me, because it's like it's perspective. Life is about perspective. Like I could have looked at it, it's like, damn, that was the worst year, which it was. It was the worst year of my life.
Yeah.
And it just was the best because it was so like flawed. It just made it like, damn, like I really
It made
went
you
through
be
some
like,
shit.
KT, you better grow.
Yeah, like
You better. I remember you
and
talking to me
I
about that.
did,
What
like,
was
it was
it
a-
through
it was a test.
September? Was it
changed me.
September through August?
Yes. And I was a whole different person even at that time. Like I progressed differently. So in 2020,
Yeah.
I broke my knee. I was
Yeah.
playing basketball.
Oh,
Playing basketball.
shit.
A week before COVID, I broke my knee. Okay, and
Damn.
it changed. That day changed my whole entire life. I was playing basketball. That was my whole life.
Did
like,
it change it for the better or for the worse?
for the better. I think it did. At the beginning,
knee,
I thought
so
for the
your-
worst. But today, I'm thankful that
So you
happened.
broke your knee
I'm
bowling.
thankful. Yeah.
You
so,
look at that. That's how it is. It's like in
I'm
the
thankful.
moment when it's so fucked up, you're just
It
like,
was fucked
you're
up.
like, what the fuck?
It was
But then
fucked
like
up.
the time, it like
You
reveals
have
to
to
you.
go through it yourself to like really be like, damn, I see why that happened. So it happened to me.
That's life. Yes,
So it happened
yes.
to me, and it happened a week before COVID. I was one of the last surgeries that happened. I would have had to wait till like July. I was one of the last ones for my knee surgery.
Got
So I had knee surgery.
lucky.
I was depressed at this point. I can't even hear myself. No
Me
more.
either.
Get a little, just
Oh,
get a
was that
little
me?
close.
What? No, I
Oh,
can't even.
is it the connection? Is it the wire?
I
Check-
think it's the wire that
check the
keeps
wire.
moving.
Check the wire.
Keep going. It's because if you move the mic, if you touch the mic,
Oh, here we
you
go.
hear
Hold
what?
on. I hear myself.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
You
But
hear
I can hear you though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've been
Oh,
able
you
to
can
hear.
hear me.
I-
I couldn't hear. Okay. I
oh,
couldn't
it's the
hear
headphones.
It's the
then.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was
like
like
the
the
mic went
last
out.
surgery before COVID, or one of the last, and then I
Got
went through
surgery
like
in Indiana or
in
Cali?
Indiana. I was going to Indiana State,
Okay.
and I wanted to hoop, and that happened in a basketball game, and it just like I didn't even know where to start with that shit. So it's like I became very depressed. I've never been depressed in my life. I didn't really even believe in depression like
I
that.
remember you. I remember you were
Yeah,
talking to me.
I
about
didn't
that.
really
shit.
believe in it because I just thought like that was a choice at the time. I believed that was a choice to be depressed, and then I was like, I went through it,
You felt it.
and it
You
was
went
like
through it.
that wasn't.
It's like a
choice.
takeover.
It was just like I couldn't even.
It's
that's
a
literally what- I
takeover.
couldn't even do anything about it, and it just was like I was so sad. My
Yeah.
birthday, I had to spend it in quarantine. My 21st birthday in quarantine with that broken knee. I was like, damn, this
Yeah.
just sucks. So time kept going. I had to learn myself. I had to fall in love with myself. I had to strengthen myself physically and mentally. That was a battle. Like she knew. Like we were talking every day. My dad and her are probably the only two people who
Yeah.
really knew. So finally,
She was high as dirt all the time.
dirt, like higher than a kite.
Like-
Like I
remember-
had
yeah.
no choice. Like if I wasn't high, I was either crying or I was in pain. Like I was
Yeah, in the
that
bed
depressed. Like
stuck.
that was my gateway. Was like smoking weed. Like was
Yeah.
getting high, which probably wasn't good. But
But
that was my only thing.
Yeah.
Like
But that
I
was
was in
part
that
of the
much
process.
physical pain
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. That
was
Like
a part of the
I was in a
process.
lot of physical pain, and I don't like the pills. I didn't do the pills.
Yeah, I remember you
I,
told
I
me.
don't
So they
like
gave you
that.
pills
They
or
gave me
like-
pills,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't do that.
Natural healing.
I didn't like
natural
it.
healing.
I didn't like that.
That's
So
really
it
much.
was
That shit
it
made
was
you
affecting
sluggish.
me, and I feel like
Natural
it affects
herb
your
heals the-
your
it
mood.
heals
It was
the
making
wound.
me more.
And
Like
it can
I'd
get
be
you
in class.
addicted,
Yeah, I was
can't
in
you?
class, and I was like, I want a hydro, because that's what they prescribed me.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
and it
what?
was like making me, and I would be like,
Yeah.
I
What was
want
it?
it. I like a hydrocodone, Percocet.
Oh,
They had
Percocet,
gave me
okay,
hydros
okay.
and Percocets, and I was like,
Percocet.
it's like.
Man,
Yeah,
Percocet.
for real.
Hey.
But it's
Just
like
kidding.
I would be like, damn, I want one. I didn't like that. I can't hear myself no more.
You can't hear
Headphones.
No.
Headphones.
Oh wait, it's moving again.
I think it's
Okay.
this spot right here.
I
This
think
cord.
it's that spot. Okay.
Can you hear yourself now?
Yeah. I can
Oh,
hear
you're doing it at
myself.
the same time too? I don't know.
Yeah.
I just moved a little bit because
It
mine's like.
It might be the headphones.
It
Oh.
might be.
Just
Yeah,
yeah.
mine
just
too.
Well,
make
mine
sure it's
goes
not
out
like-
too.
Oh,
Is
okay.
mine
So I'm
good?
feeling like it's like the speaker or something.
But I can hear you guys.
Yeah,
Can
they
you-
Oh,
can
just
hear.
kidding.
That's
It
what
wouldn't
I'm
make
saying.
I can hear
That's
you.
what I'm saying. I
Can
don't
you
know
hear
this
you?
word. Yeah.
Okay,
mhm,
okay.
I can
Yeah,
hear
I
myself.
It's okay.
I just
Yeah.
hear it staticky from this side. My
Yeah,
bad.
just went
I just-
out. Like just cold turkey. But
Sorry about that.
no, you're
sorry.
good.
Yeah.
So that had happened. I was going through a real sad period of time. and
Smoking
then
a lot of weed,
it
and
was
that was
smoking a lot of weed,
That was
but
a
then
process.
like life kind of started getting better. Summertime
Mm.
hit, and it was like my knee was healed. I was walking everywhere. I like was so sad from not being able to walk. I was
How
like,
long? How
let's
long
go.
were you out for?
I was okay. So recovery time for me was at least a year. I'm
A
still recovering.
year?
I'm still recovering.
What did you have
What's
done to
the
your
knee,
knee?
dude? It's
Yeah.
like-
What did
had-
you have done
so
to your
I-
knee?
I fractured my kneecap,
Mm-hmm.
tore my ACL and meniscus
Yeah.
at the same time.
Damn.
At the same time.
How did that happen?
So
I don't
was
even know.
going up-
I never asked
Yeah,
you.
so I was in a game. I was gonna I grabbed the rebound, and I'm a fast break person. I'm full
You're Isaiah
speed.
Thomas. You're
I'm
Isaiah
full
Thomas.
speed.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
grabbed it. I'm going full speed. Like so, a girl's coming. She's like running her ass off to get to me. So I'm like, I'm gonna draw the foul, or like I'm gonna at least like let her foul me or something.
Create
you
the
know that way,
contact.
yeah.
James
Because I'm gonna
Harden.
finish on the left side. So I'm on the left side. She fouls me on my right side, and I go up, and they call the foul. As I come down, I land flat-footed, like on my left leg. My kneecap comes out the socket, turns clockwise, hits the back of my bone. Didn't even know this was possible. Fractured it, tore the ACL and meniscus, and popped back up. Felt all of it. Felt all of it. Like felt every single second, every single inch of it. Like I instantly fell on the floor and screamed. Like I'm not even a crybaby. Like I'm not a cry. I'm very tough. Like
You
it was
see it?
just like, ah! Yeah, like I couldn't even control myself. Like I was trying to stop myself. It was like that bad.
And you were going so fast
So
that
fast.
the
So
momentum
fast.
just carried on to your
completely
your
carried.
knee.
And it was like, it's crazy. My surgeon told me I was the second person he's ever met to do that. And he said the first girl did it in softball, and she like did it. She did it because somebody like landed on her foot. He's never like came across somebody who's did it landed on flat footed. You know what I'm saying? He said it was like a car
So you jumped
car impact trauma. Like
the
it was
way
like
I
that
see it,
much force.
it's like this, and then
Yeah, like imagine like you stomp so hard on your left side that your kneecap comes out. Like that's how hard I stomped. Like that's how hard
it's like
I'm
you
in.
kind of lose
Like,
a bit control. Huh?
You do. You lose control. And
My face in this is gonna be so funny. I was like, this is
Yeah, yeah.
I was like,
The
Yeah,
spirit,
like,
the
that's
spirit
really
is in
what-
the building, though. The
and it's
spirit is
crazy,
in the
yeah.
building.
So
man.
you didn't jump. You didn't jump and land. You like stopped. You
I
planted your
no.
foot,
I
and
like
then-
I like went up for a layup. Like just imagine going up for a layup like that.
full speed though.
Full speed. Full speed.
Yeah,
and then she fouled me, and it caused me to like.
Lose
My
your- lose
weight
your control
just
and your
went,
balance.
and it was like
Oh, and he tried to
bam,
catch
and it
it.
was so much force. He said it was like a car accident,
Oh,
and it like literally pulled my kneecap out and turned. Don't know how it hit
And
the
you're
back
just
of my
like,
bone.
maybe
ah.
trying to find a
I
place
did-
to just get back
yeah, it
into.
just exactly, and I like
Fuck.
literally fell on the floor, and it was just like torture. Like
That's
so the
so-
whole gym went silent, like it was
God.
dead. I saw people. I still
Damn.
remember seeing like the bench. Everybody jumped off the bench. It was like it looked nasty. My leg was like crooked. You know what I'm saying?
my
So
No, and then once you see somebody
think
go
about
down, you
it-
just rush down. and
yeah,
hop out.
everybody was like, "Oh my!" I knew it. I knew I fucked it up. I knew they had taken me to the table. And
I'm
the
mad
lady-
they don't got a video.
Dude, it was. I wish they would have. I wish because I wanted to see what it.
I think
looked
Sean
like.
I wanna see
Livingston.
what it
I
looks
think
like.
about Sean Livingston when he messed up his
Dude,
knee.
ooh, that was.
You remember that?
Yes,
You
I know
remember
what you're
that?
talking about. And it's, I can't
Yeah.
even. It's hard. I think another reason why I don't watch basketball, I'm still traumatized. Like when I watch
Oh.
it, I'm like,
Oh, with
ooh,
your knee?
Ooh, yeah, like I.
Oh,
ooh,
definitely.
Like, cause it was so easy.
Oh,
It
I
was
heard-
so
I heard-
easy for me to do that.
I hurt my ankle, and then when I was like healing, like I would look at basketball and I'd be like, damn, like how are they doing that? Like that's so dangerous. Like
Yeah,
oh my
no.
gosh, how it's gonna hurt.
It is dangerous. It is. So, yeah, so that had happened, and it was a lot of trauma going on, like mentally. It was more mentally than physically. Like physical part, I knew I'd get over it.
And I always see it as like when we have these injuries, it's like I feel like it's like God like telling us like you need to spend time with yourself.
It is.
You
it
need
was.
to slow down.
It was. And honestly, before that, I was like, I didn't realize what I was doing wrong, but I was doing stuff wrong. Like
I remember you.
I
were telling
wasn't
me
on the
about
right
this.
path. I feel like
remember.
like I thought I was, but it's like I wasn't. I wasn't about the right. So it's
Put you
like
in the right direction.
yeah. So it's like when that happened, it like I had no choice but
It
to
served
rely
its
on
purpose.
myself.
So-
Yeah, like
Yes.
it
Like-
forced me. I still remember, I would come home from class. Like I'd be sitting in class and like tears would be coming down my eyes because it was like I
You're
couldn't
just
even
still
focus on
overwhelmed about
schoolwork.
it.
Like I was like so like where do I start? I didn't know
Yeah.
who I was no more. Like
What
I
was-
wasn't a hooper. I felt like I was
fell
pointless. And then I would come back to my room.
It's like
and-
you rose from the phoenix, like
Yeah,
you know
I did.
you were dead, but then it's like
did.
you recreated, you
I did.
reinvented.
I did.
What
And I
would you
was
say that you like? What did you like feel like you learned from that experience?
I learned, so I learned to love myself. Like, at the time, I thought I did. No. Like, I love myself so much now. Like, I can be alone. I can do stuff alone. I can do anything, and I'm fine. Like, I love myself, like, inside. Like, I love myself. You know, you can love yourself on the outside, but you might not love yourself on the inside.
Yo,
I
and
thought I did.
your posts inspire me too, like how Bridget does it too. When I see yours, I'm like, yo, like that's a dope perspective. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I
Yeah.
think that's such an important fact. I mean, that's just important thing every individual should have is to love themselves. And I feel like we haven't even talked about that. You know what I mean? From the times we do, I mean, like you know what I mean, the podcast. You know,
And people don't
No,
even
it's
know the
important.
true meaning until you get put through it.
Yeah.
I didn't know the true meaning.
for you, it's like, how do you express that love to yourself? Because that's always my question for me. It's like, how do I express love to myself? And for you, like, how do you express that love to yourself?
Well, I try to I try to do things that make me feel good. That's not just sports. You know, like basketball. Like if that's kind of what you're questioning. Are you kind of like can you
No, I'm just saying.
explain?
I'm just. Well, like it's like for me, it's like the way I love myself is like by like doing the things that I really want to do. It's like if I want to make music, it's like
Well,
if I
one
want
thing I noticed, I try to catch myself like if I'm being this makes me love myself more. If that makes sense. When I catch my toxic traits.
Yeah.
That's
You're-
what makes
yeah.
me.
you're
That's
being
what makes me
disciplined with
like.
yourself.
Yeah, like I like
Being
being
aware.
on my ass. If that makes
Yeah.
sense, because I let a lot of shit slide in the past,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't think nothing wrong. You know, when you're so used
what's
to
letting
doing something.
what's letting something
Like
slip
maybe
off?
being not. I wouldn't say I was a negative person, but just maybe like just little things. Like don't talk about people or don't talk about other people's business. Not saying I was, just little shit. You know, just like little
Just,
shit like that.
recognizing, like, your thoughts,
Recognizing-
like your thoughts.
Yeah, recognizing like
patterns.
what yeah, my patterns.
And like
it's
what energy you're putting out.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, how I wake up feeling like what mood do I choose to be in? Like instead of being letting or this
Oh,
is
that's
my
that's a
biggest
really good
problem.
one. That's a
Yes.
really good one. Like what,
Yes.
how am I feeling right
Yes.
now? Asking yourself like, what do I really feel right now?
Because the morning time dictates your whole day. Like
Yes,
if you
I
notice
feel
that, if you wake up in a bad mood, you're gonna be in a bad mood probably majority of the day. You wake up in a good mood, you're probably gonna be in a good mood majority of the day.
Yeah.
And it's like I had to learn to stop being like a certain or just being in a certain type of frequency. I feel like I was in a low frequency and I didn't even realize it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel
If
like
that
we
makes
I,
sense.
I feel like we talked about this. You were kind of like on correct me if I'm wrong, but you were kind of like on autopilot.
yeah, I was.
And you're doing things and you're just like doing them because like you're so used to just doing them.
And it's like
feel that.
I had to learn who am I doing this for?
That's like
Even
the
with
programming
basketball.
that we
Yeah.
were talking about earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You had to get out. She had to get out the programming to
Real shit.
to find herself
Real shit.
because
Yeah,
that's what was
exactly.
clouding
Yes.
everything.
And so after when I was going through that process over the summer, still progressing, still I like my friends had I think it really helped having my friends back home cuz they had me outside. Like I was out there. Like we were at parties every weekend like but it was a good thing. Like it made me like feel normal again. Like I wanted to walk everywhere, do all that. But
It
anyways,
was like
I came
it
out.
was a balance for you.
Yeah,
It
so-
balanced you out.
Yeah, so I came out here over the summer, and I visited, and I had no intention of moving out here. Like I had no intention, like none.
It didn't even cross your brain.
Didn't even cross my mind. I moved out here, and I was like,
I manifested it.
why the fuck? Yeah, she was. She had been
I
telling
said
me
it every
dude,
time.
she had been telling me to move to Cali, and I kept being like, no. Like me, so I just was
Yeah.
like,
She was,
no.
she
Like
was telling you what you needed.
I was in exactly, and I didn't notice that. I was
She
in
pushed
a
you. She
frequency.
pushed you.
I was too
That's good.
concerned about like
I dragged
being.
her.
Yeah, she did. I was too focused. I
In a
was
nice
too
way.
comfortable.
She dragged you though.
Yeah,
You guys
vice
drag each
versa.
other. You guys drag each other.
He does that for me though because
Yeah.
him doing his stuff
Yeah.
makes me do my stuff. Like he
Yeah.
drags me like
It
damn,
does.
like, he's doing
Even
that,
if
I
you
gotta
don't want to
that
do
stuff.
it, it makes you like.
Yeah,
even
see
with
him
that,
doing
like,
it though. I'm like damn, I gotta
I
do it.
guess
He's
so.
doing it.
I guess
Fact.
we'll eat better.
I guess
we'll go
we'll
to the
like-
gym.
like-
I guess like no, it's good to have somebody who pushes you. It is.
Yeah,
That's
no.
You
good.
feel like what, bro?
No, I was gonna say like just me just doing my thing. Hopefully, and it inspires people to do like what they're truly passionate about too.
You truly inspire me, bro. Truly.
This was
so
an
nice.
expiring. This was an
She's like.
this was an inspiring experience.
Y'all know what
you
you
know.
want.
I've never actually
Don't do
talked
that.
on a mic and been able to actually enjoy my own voice or even hear it.
Yeah.
Like this is always uncomfortable for me.
Like really,
Hey,
hopefully,
but
what I'm
people
saying?
need to hear you.
that's what I'm saying.
People
Hopefully,
need to hear you.
hopefully, you guys either like start something
We
or
should.
yeah,
This
like,
would be
hope-
fun, I
that would be
swear.
awesome.
Even bringing people on, like this shit would be fun.
That would
Yeah.
be so awesome.
And
yeah.
also like
Sit
we
and
have
talk.
we balance
This-
each other
I feel-
good.
Yeah, exactly. You guys would like have a dope podcast together.
Uh-huh.
Like that would be so dope.
It
And
would.
he knows what's up.
He
knows his
does.
thing.
Yeah.
He normally
He
doesn't
does.
say that.
And
he
you're
normally
a
doesn't
very
say that.
you're
That's
a
nice.
very like peaceful, welcoming person.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like you're a very like you're somebody like we could vent to. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
I would tell you my secrets.
Yeah.
I would.
I try
like
to
Hey,
he's somebody
and
I
hey,
would.
listen.
Hey,
I listen. I really like to listen.
He has
Yeah.
such good energy.
He does.
I'm like, dude, how do you
Very-
Very
come
genuine.
up
Very
how do you come
genuine.
up with that good energy? Because when I'm around him, it's like he has this good
Cool
energy. It's
vibe.
like something that I'm like he brings something out of me, and then I'm like, dude, I can't bring it out of my like just myself.
Yeah.
Be
Yeah, it
honest.
like it's nice having friends who are like that because it makes you think like not even what you're doing wrong, but what you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she's made me like
Mm.
think about shit that's like, damn, maybe I shouldn't be like that. Like maybe I don't have to get like frustrated like that. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you respect her the way.
Yeah,
she
I
comes at
do. I'll
you.
be like, damn,
What
okay. And even at the time, if I don't recognize that, I'll be like, days
What
later,
I
I'm
like to
okay.
do. Sorry.
It's-
sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
What I like to do is like play out people's strengths. Like, what are you guys good at?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, and just like trying to nurture that, like trying to build that.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Spiritual things, man. I tell you, man.
No.
Yeah, I'll tell you mine. Go
It's
ahead.
like you get
dude.
like, it's dope. Like Eddie, he's like, he's like, oh, he's supportive, bro.
They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. But dude, they're definitely spiritual. They're definitely very spiritual, and that's why I told y'all. That's why I told. That's why I told you.
This
I was
sounds
like, yo,
like the Santa Ana wins.
people need because
Sorry, go ahead.
This sounds like the Santa Ana.
That was loud.
what me right now?
No, go ahead. I was yelling.
Yeah, but they're very spiritual, and I was like, yo, like in the moment, I was like,
We didn't even touch spiritual, if I'm gonna be honest.
Man.
yeah, but I feel like everything is like everything that we're talking about. It just builds. It's building on character.
It definitely does build on character, but the spirit is something delicate, you know.
Wait a minute.
It's not.
Wait a minute, y'all. Pause just for
Okay.
1 second. Where's the bathroom? I have to pee.
Yeah,
So
I me
you're
too.
gonna go-
I feel the same way too.
Do I feel the same way?
I'm not the only one.
Okay.
Nah,
Okay.
you
Pause.
gotta
Y'all
pee.
continue the convo.
You're
Y'all
gonna
can
go out this
go
door.
and
You're
then
gonna go out this door.
I'll tell her.
There's another door. Okay, you know where it's at. All right.
Pause. Hey, I'll
So-
be back, camera.
I'll be back,
I'll be
Cameron.
back, Cameron.
It's kind
I
of
will-
small over here.
We'll
I know.
continue this conversation.
Yeah, go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom too.
Oh shit!
I'm
All
not
right,
even
so
gonna lie.
I'll hold it down real quick. I'll
I'll
hold it down.
hold it down. Sorry, I might as well.
It's all good, you guys. Bathroom break.
Bathroom. Big facts. Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, wait.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, so yeah, it was dope having this conversation because Eddie was like saying, it's dope because they're very open, and I do feel like this is an open conversation, and yeah, it's like it's cool hearing their story and like how they met too. Like it was just like I felt like it was meant to be, and the way they connected too, they just met on a basketball court, and they just connected like instantly. So it was dope hearing their story, and then Eddie just providing that like that mindset of like, oh, this would be a cool conversation. It was a cool conversation, and just hearing like Eddie's perspective too, learning some new stuff about Eddie that I've never heard about as well, and like this is something I feel like people like conversations like this. I feel like need to have because just being open and not having expectations of like how we were saying earlier, like men and women like can't interact, or you know, like they can't have conversations, but like I feel like us connecting and just being open and not having any judgment, just listening, having those conversations is very 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 important. And yeah, it's cool, man. And shout out to Eddie, shout out to Bridget, shout out to JT, shout out to JT, shout out to Bridget, shout out to Eddie. All right, you guys wanna? I'm gonna use the restroom.
He was in here talking.
Wow, you knew it the whole time.
I had to hold it down.
He was saying something good. He was saying something good.
I had to
Shout
hold it
out.
down.
Shout out.
Oh yeah, she's gonna do it. She's gonna.
Hey, throw that money.
Hey, Katie's like, I went to the restroom.
Ah,
I went to the
damn,
restroom.
you sure
I went
did.
to the
Damn it.
restroom.
Damn
Long line at the
it.
restroom. Long line at the restroom. Hey.
Shoot.
No word.
Hey, so which one do y'all like better? This one?
I like that one.
I
That
really
one.
This
can't-
one's a little bit of a more smooth.
I don't
Yeah,
like
it's
it.
not-
I
it's
really just
smoother.
don't like it.
That's
Like
why-
I'm not
I
a
respect
huge
it.
drinker. I'm not out. Liquor is not my thing. I just absolutely cannot. I try.
And I remember KT
You know?
was like, hey, it's spirits. When you walk in the building, it's spirits. And I seen that at Smart
It
Final.
is.
It's
What?
spirits.
Saw what?
The drink.
When you drink,
Yeah,
it
it
like,
really
No, it
is. I
Alcohol
just,
causes a lot of bad. It does.
I
From
can't.
experience.
yeah. But I feel like wine is more natural.
No, wine's cool.
Yeah.
Wine's cool. Wine is not bad at all.
It's just so fucking.
I don't see sugar.
KT's really picking it up. She's like, man,
That
she's
shit
like,
is
I gotta pay
bitter
my
as
bills.
hell.
She gotta pay my bills. I gotta, you know what I mean? I gotta buy my red
though.
my red heels.
Let me grab these. My arms are long enough. Oh, Eddie, do me a favor, grab that one over there. It's right underneath you, please.
Damn, my shirt looks so bright from here, don't it?
Everything.
I do. I can't see that far. Let me see something.
There you go. You see it. You see it.
You see it. You see it.
Nah, but like I definitely feel like you like both of y'all have like something like very loving and positive like to offer. You know what I mean? To people that I feel like women need to hear more women like you.
I appreciate it. I really
You
do.
know, because you guys are very unique, and it's like
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very nice of you to say that.
y'all look
No, we
y'all
appreciate
look
that.
where y'all need to be looking at.
I feel that 100%.
And I think that's one thing that's hard. Let me put my headphones
It's
back
I
on.
don't know. It's hard.
It's
Like,
hard.
let me get my close up.
Yeah, it's hard because, like,
People are gonna do what they want to do. You know.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. And
Well,
I mean, that's not enough.
It's examples though. If
Yeah.
everybody
You
goes
just
off
gotta
of the
throw your
example, like
perspective.
who they're around, what they're looking at, what they're being forced to be look at, the narrative.
yeah. I think
And
it's
feel
just
like
hard
you guys have
because-
a beautiful narrative.
thank you. I think it's just hard because, like,
Thank you.
not, like, you understand that, but not everybody understands that.
But it's like I want like
I still get what you're
y'all
coming
y'all need to
from.
be heard though.
Because
I agree. We should.
your perspective
we
needs
should.
to be heard.
yeah, I feel like we're looking on one side, you're looking at the other, like, you know, seeing what could happen, like
But it's
how
like
we
it
inspired
grows, though.
you.
It grows.
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
wish more people felt that way, like,
Yeah.
or listen.
They will.
I
They
think
will.
that I
They
think
will.
it's
They're
hard.
gonna hear. They're gonna
Yeah.
listen to y'all.
Yeah, I
They-
think it's
they'll hear
hard
you guys.
because
Hey,
it's like
we're here.
it's like I
nice.
wanna, like, the type of person I am. I wanna, like, influence people. If that makes sense. Like, I'm an influencer.
Remember
So,
you-
like,
I remember
oh
when
yeah.
you told
Wait,
me.
I'm empty. I'm empty.
She's like,
I'm
call me
still
up.
full.
Nah, it's
Don't
cool,
be
though.
mad.
Yeah,
Shout out
pull
to
me
the
up.
people,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
drinking. You know, shout out to the
Cheers,
non-drinkers.
cheers.
Shout out, man. We
Tried.
gotta cheers to something. We gotta cheers. Wait,
Hey.
wait. We gotta
Let me
cheers to
cheers to.
something. We
Hey,
didn't. We
cheers
didn't
to
cheers.
Blinkers anyway.
We didn't cheers.
2021.
This is to the
Great
podcast.
2021.
Wait,
Okay.
wait. This is
Podcast.
okay. Into
Going
a
teams.
good ass year.
To
The
getting
rest
better.
of 2021.
To being the best version of ourselves.
We got 6 months
Going
left,
teams.
y'all.
Goy teams.
Going teams.
Spiritual teams.
Spiritual
Goy
teams, man.
Goy things, man. Goy things.
Bridget be having those tags. She has those tags.
Yeah, yeah.
Does what?
She has those
Those
tags. Like
tags.
you have those like tags. Like you know when you hear a song, you're like you hear like drummer boy. You know,
Oh,
she has those tags.
She be in the back like that, man.
She has those tags. Yo, deadass. Yo, I seriously think she can like sing.
What?
Rap. She could
I
probably.
bet.
She could, I always believe that she could do anything. I feel like she could do anything she puts her mind to.
Facts. She
You
can.
are something
can.
else, mister.
She can.
I'm reminding you of you.
Oh, you're something else.
can, though.
Someone
She
give him an
can.
award.
The sky is the limit.
for all of us.
For
KT
real.
knows it. KT knows
I
it
do.
too.
I hear
She's not
you.
even surprised. She's like, I've been knowing that. She's
I
like,
know that. She can do
Yeah.
anything. She can do
You
anything
too,
she
though.
wants.
You too, KT.
You know,
Thank you. Thank you.
So
And-
then like I think we.
And
That's-
Miguel, and
ooh.
Brandon.
Sorry, I'm so
No,
sorry.
no,
I
go
didn't
for
mean
it.
to
Go
cut
for
you
it. Go for it.
off. One thing I haven't said though. One thing that I have always taken away from her is how certain she is of herself. That's one thing I've never experienced from nobody else
Oh, wow.
besides her. It's always be like, no, I want this. No, that's not what I want. I want this. I don't like that. I don't like that.
She's assertive.
No, I
She's
want
very
that.
Confident. No,
assertive.
no, no.
No,
confident
it's
too.
not.
Confident.
It's not even just
Confident.
assertive. It's, you don't have to be assertive, like, or it's not necessarily how
It's like,
she's
it's like
saying
knowing
it.
herself.
It's
I
the
think it's
word
confidence.
choice. I want this. You don't often, not oftentimes do people say what they really want.
Mm,
She's being direct,
yeah.
blunt, and just pure point blank. It's not that. I want that. And
Yeah.
I don't ever have anybody around me saying what they want or ever telling me how to want something or to speak on what I would like. You know what I mean?
She gave you that
So-
idea.
Yeah. Just to even say it just to say it. Because, you know, growing up, you do things, you know,
We're conditioned.
programmed.
We're conditioned to our environment, how our environment treats us, or how our environment treats us. That's
Well,
how
it's
we're
like,
gonna
I
be.
feel like it's like wanting, but also like the school system teaches you how to follow.
Yeah, it does.
But it's like,
It does.
but it's like,
the sheep.
But
Yeah.
we're not meant to be sheep. We're all supposed to be alpha in our own way.
In
We're
our
all
own
equal.
way.
Yeah.
There's
Equal to
levels
be great.
Yeah.
There's levels to it. But
But
I've noticed that
greatness-
about her.
yeah.
Like she used to be more outspoken. Like she didn't
Yeah.
really want to like she didn't really want to be like that. You know what I'm saying?
I was
And I've
against
noticed that.
being the way she's always been. And it's like now I've come to understand, like, hey, like maybe she's right. Like being like that isn't all the way bad. It's the way you go about being like that.
Yeah.
Because
How you do
I'm
it.
used exactly perspective, which you could title
Yeah.
this is perspective.
Yeah.
But what I've noticed,
what'd you
because
I
I said what you could title this hoe is perspective.
Perspective.
Yeah, because
Hey, but see, like she feels it. She's like
It's
the energy's
facts.
there. She's
Yeah.
like, yo,
No, for
I gotta
real.
feel this way, or hey,
well,
go with
it's
that.
because my growing up, my mom, they were very strict on me. You know, they were always just telling me what they want me to do for them. It was never like, Bridget, what do you want? How do you want this? Or do you want this like that? You know what I'm saying? I never
Right.
really had my own choice. So now being given my choice because I am of age, beyond age. I mean, not beyond age, you know, I'm just 22, whatever.
Timeless,
Our
infinite,
spirits are old.
Yeah,
Infinite
yeah,
You're
yeah.
own.
But
You're on your
it's
own.
like, you know, having this great responsibility now of caring for myself. She's teaching me without knowing she's teaching me, or without me ever telling her, hey, I'm taking this, that from you, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like I got like what I got from
Mm-hmm.
you from like women being sensitive or expressive. It's like you have to be able to just look at an individual like and not throw your own ideas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not throw your own perspective.
not see them
look
as
at
a
them
mirror.
and just be like, okay, what are they really trying to tell me? Like understand them and just try to be very clear and
Yeah.
not having a label of
Yeah.
what they're telling you.
Yeah,
and
exactly,
that's really
bro.
hard, especially with
It
the not
really is. It is hard.
understanding
It really is hard.
emotions.
It's so hard.
Because our emotions, they don't really, people just don't talk about how strong emotions really are. Emotions are so strong, they make you do stupid things, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
We don't give them enough credit for what they do.
Yeah.
You know, they even make us blind at times, and that's why it's hard for us to conversate with each other or even understand somebody else's perspective, because we're so caught up
What
in
do
how
you-
we're feeling at that time.
What do you feel like the purpose of emotion is?
Emotion is just, it's just how you express yourself. It's how we understand. Just like animals have different expressions. It may not look like ours, but it's it's their own expression. You know what I mean? An expression could be anything.
Like when a coyote's like, ooh.
That's that you can consider that an expression. Exactly.
And it's just
A
like,
form of
they're just-
communication.
It's like, like I gotta
Communicating.
release
It's
that.
yeah, just like
Yeah.
babies, their only way of communicating is through emotion. It's the simplest way to communicate.
Yeah, that
That's
makes
what I
sense.
would-
like cry, like babies cry. and
Cry,
stuff.
they
Yeah.
laugh, happy, you know, like
letting your interior just flow. Letting the interior just flow.
yeah, but we cut off all those sources because of how
what she made.
Wait, what?
it's little like
hear it.
yeah,
You
it was
just had
like
to
in
be
the
there.
moment.
Oh,
had to
okay.
be there.
No, I can't do
She's just
this.
explaining. She's explaining the different emotions, like crying, laughing.
She sounds like off Family Guy.
You never heard?
Quagmire.
Yeah,
Quagmire. Sound like Quagmire.
it is perverted ass. Oh my god. Oh, ooh. The world is.
I tell you,
No, I'm gonna stop. Let me
she
stop.
got the ad-libs. She got the ad-libs.
I'm
She got the ad-libs, man.
Wait, was his chin bald?
No.
Or was that
Talking about ball, it was doubled as hell. Like,
what's his name? The dad.
oh,
Oh, the,
Peter.
Peter.
Yeah.
Peter Griffin.
Peter. What's his son's name?
Stewie.
No, I love Stewie.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yo, she's going through all the characters right now.
That old man used to.
Wait,
Yo. No.
Dude, I love.
Quiz, come
I
to my
love watching
basement.
Family Guy.
Huh?
I love watching Family Guy. Fucking
No,
Family
that
Guy.
shit was
I
so
love that
crazy.
show.
hilarious.
Damn.
I can't believe they really let us watch that shit
Like,
though.
what the fuck?
That was a
That
mindfuck.
shit was so
That shit was a
funny.
That's
mindfuck.
hilarious. South Park. And
That was
and Family
funny.
Guy. Oh my god.
No, South Park was on some nut
South
shit.
Park did.
The
Had
fact
no
that they
filter.
look like that and they'd be like,
I'm tired. Long day to police station. I'm too young. My baby cousin ain't grown yet.
Oh,
when they got mad, their eyebrows.
South Park.
I can't. Oh my goodness.
Oh shit. But
Good shit.
yeah.
Good shit.
Oh, but you were saying.
Yeah. Go ahead.
What was I saying?
I don't even know.
Oh no, like what she was saying earlier about it's crazy because she's learning my like not aggressive traits but like my more stern traits and I'm learning her nurturing traits.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
I feel like that's what happened.
Yeah.
You guys
She
are
holds it
learning.
down.
It's like
she
we
really does hold
balance.
it
Yeah,
down.
it's like we
Yeah.
balance
Wow,
like
I feel like you look at her like mommy.
yeah, like I learned
Mommy.
to be
I-
more.
and I see it. I see it, and I'm
she's
like,
taught
that's so
me.
dope. I see it,
She's
and I'm like,
taught me
that's
to be more peaceful.
Well, it makes sense. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm really
No,
sorry.
go ahead.
But it
Go
makes
ahead.
sense because you were saying that you didn't have like the father figure, and you didn't have like the mother
mom.
figure.
Mhm.
So it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, so
It
it's like
fucking
we pick
makes
up,
perfect sense.
Yeah.
we pick up on each other. So it's like,
You see it.
yeah,
You see it.
Yeah, you see it. No, seriously.
Yeah.
So it's like we try to strengthen in those areas that we're missing.
That's
And it's
good.
like we both
That's
had
good.
that.
Unconsciously though.
Yes. We don't try to. We just
No.
naturally do
It's-
it.
it's
That's
an
why I
unconscious
know
thing.
we were meant to be best friends.
Mhm.
We were
Shit,
meant.
that's-
Like it was
yeah.
law of attraction. Like
Yeah.
it was a matter of time. Like God
And
knew
also,
that we were supposed
nowhere
to
in
be.
hell would my body allow me to get a tattoo with somebody at the same time.
Yeah.
Y'all
Like-
got a tattoo
You guys
together?
got a
Yeah,
tattoo?
I've
The
never
fuck?
gotten a tattoo with anybody, and my
Okay, so you guys have to explain that.
yeah, it's just a crown for royalty.
Respect.
Yep, because that's
Period.
what we are. We're fucking queens.
Yep.
Let's go.
So it would just feel
Respect.
like that's how we
Respect.
should.
And
Always
anybody
uphold
that
each
come
other.
here, they know what it is.
They know what it is, you know.
And
Queen
Brandon's a
shit.
king. I'm a king.
Respect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
king shit, queen
King
shit,
shit,
king
anything,
shit,
whatever
queen
you want to
shit.
be.
It's
you know?
not, and it's not for the title of like boss
You're-
bitch or, the trend of this year, shaking ass, all that stuff. No, it's
Right.
not that. It's really just about we're holding ourselves to the standard of being top tier for whatever top tier means for us.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's not to step on anybody else or take away from whatever somebody else got going on. This is to help us in our relationship, and just uplifting ourselves.
Yep.
It's
Just
like it's like
that.
having that good relationship with yourself and understanding too that energy is infinite for everybody else.
It
It
is.
It's infinite of what they want. It's infinite of what they want to feel, and then
It's infinite in just the way it is. Like we come through energy. We're in a physical, but we're not there yet. You know what I mean? You just have the feelings inside. I'm talking about the womb. You know what I'm saying? And then you die. And then if you're lucky enough, or not, I wouldn't say lucky enough. Maybe if it's the type of experience you want to experience, you'll get to have a connection with your people after their lifetime.
Yeah.
To that extent, if you believe in that kind of stuff. However,
Wait, so
I do.
what-
That's
so
the spiritual stuff I
so
talk about.
I'm trying to understand where you coming with that.
I'm saying energy is infinite. It's a cycle. I'm saying like it's obviously it's ever like it's everlasting, but just to give you the proof, like
Energy
Just-
doesn't die.
yeah,
It
just the way you
It
can
can't
feel
be
us
created or destroyed.
after we're gone. After we're no longer physically here.
And how that relationship is with the spirit.
Exactly, with
Yeah.
the highest source.
Yeah, so you said we're not really talking about spirituality. So for you, what is that for you? What is spirituality for you?
For me, spirituality would be and I'm not big on religion. I used to be. I'm just kind of exploring things now. But I'm big on God, him being the highest source, him being the one for everything, because he does exist regardless of what you believe. If you believe there's demons on this earth, if you believe there's demons lurking in your bedroom, whatever you think exists that could be that bad, best sure believe that there's somebody just as better.
It's the yin yang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
It's like that, and it's like you're.
it's
drawing
not
that.
it's not energy. It's just the knowing that there's something higher. We're here for a reason. We're not just existing.
For that.
Yeah.
It's more of a spiritual experience than it is physical.
What do you mean?
Like, it's like
It can be both.
it's
There's I say it's both because you have like what I just said, like life after their lifetime, when they die, their spirit's left, and you can feel it sometimes if they let themselves be known. You know what I'm saying? That exists
through music, through art. Like their energy's still here on this like physical Earth, like 3D dimension.
It's like what they did. It's like
Yeah.
they left.
No,
their
I'm
prints.
not saying
No?
through anything. I'm saying themselves. I'm talking about ghosts, like real ghosts. I'm not talking about no. I mean, yeah, they live
Like
through all
spirit
those things
energy,
too.
like their energy.
Yeah.
It's like whatever they believe they're gonna transcend to. That's where they're gonna go.
No, I'm not trying to predict what anybody feels like they'll become after this. I'm just talking about the real existence after somebody dies. If the will is with them to show their existence that way and make shit move while we're all here in this room. That's what I'm talking about.
So they contribute even after, but it's like energetically they contribute it, but however they decide to.
What contributes to what?
Wait a second. I have a question.
Yeah.
Pause. Wait, can we smoke now?
Oh, we can actually.
Okay.
Yeah, we can. Yeah,
Okay. All right.
What are you actually? What are you exactly asking?
I feel like I'm trying to get on. I'm trying to understand.
Because I know you're kind of confused on what I'm trying to say.
What I'm trying to understand is
I
like,
kind of from what I take from what you're saying is that like even after they're passed, like their energy,
You wanna pass the
Yeah.
piece, yeah,
I'm
their energy is still here, and like their energy can still affect like what like how we feel, how
Yeah.
what we like.
their
What-
energy is still here
Yeah.
presently, and then it's like
Okay.
whatever they feel, it's like they're gonna.
let me try and rephrase it more. Okay, so I've had experiences and like here in the physical with spirits, other things that aren't physically seen. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
I've had one. This is in the company of KT. She was there. I had one infiltrate my mind, and it was in my dreams. I
Do you
woke
feel like
up.
that's like channeling? It's like channeling.
No, no, you don't. That's a choice. That's the attempt. I was not trying to channel anything. I feel it was more of an attack. Things are able to attack us. We are just like energy. Like we're just like we're energy, and we have a spirit. We're able to feel things. Those things are able to affect us just like we affect everything. You know, it's not.
Do you feel like it's more from a present, actually living energy, or it's more from a physical energy that's not
okay.
here?
So I want you to take away the idea of energy being energy. Just think of beings, just beings, demons, spirits, entities, things like that. That's what I'm talking about. Not resonating or like leftover energy that could be kind of.
It's an actual being.
Yeah.
More of
that-
an actual being.
Yeah, exactly.
It is real.
Yeah.
It's real.
I had an experience where we had just came back from San Ho, and one of the she could tell you part of it, her
was
experience. I woke up out of a dead sleep, screaming off the top of my lungs to the point where it was like everybody in that house should have been up, down the stairs, like I just did. I don't know. They said it was really bad though. It was really loud, really bad and really loud.
It was.
You woke up. So
yeah.
You were sleeping and then you woke up.
She just
and
we
yeah.
were
You
all
heard it?
asleep. Yeah,
We
we
were
were all
all
asleep,
falling
and then
asleep.
we were
Did
all.
Marte
We were
hear it?
no, Marte
No.
wasn't. We weren't there at the house.
Yeah, we
We
were
were
at
at
Mineko's
house, and
Respect.
it was like 4 of us in there, and we just were all laying down, like we were trying to go to sleep.
Shout out Meniko.
Yeah, no,
got
for
his
real.
music
We were
out.
trying to
He's
go to
dope. He's a
sleep.
great
Hell
singer.
yeah,
He's a
hell-
great
yes he
singer.
is.
Shout out
He
Meniko.
is.
She's a
Yes, he
great
is.
singer, amazing singer.
Yeah, he
Thank
is.
you.
Respect to your man.
Yeah.
Respect to your man.
Yeah, and he's real too. So somebody slapped my ass at the bar the other night. Didn't know who he
Yeah.
was. Random person did this shit.
That shit
Yeah,
was
he
wild.
about got his ass beat.
He was finna take
But
him back
Mineko
there.
was one of the Mineko was one of the people that didn't ask no questions, just got up and just
Yeah, he
pressed
moved
them,
like that.
pressed them like
Handle it.
yeah, like
you
I
go.
respect that for real. It's like my brother, so
Mhm.
I respect that.
Respect
For
for
real.
him for doing that.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real. I
No,
respect
bro.
him as a
Biggest
man.
man,
Like
sure.
he's respectful. Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah. But what did we just say?
Medical.
We were
and
talking
then,
about
like,
the-
you
No,
just
okay.
woke
before
up.
that. Oh yeah.
You just
Okay,
woke
she
up.
was in the room. She was in the room, and we all were laying down, and she just like out of nowhere it was like, ah,
Like,
So
I mean, I
what's that
could
moment-
feel it. I knew I
that
screamed.
moment, what were you feeling or what were you going through?
No, I was just dreaming. Actually, I was dreaming of a little girl. It was a dark room. A little girl. She had long hair, skirt, maybe a schoolgirl shirt, and some
tales.
blocks.
no, there was a lot. I'm not even gonna lie.
No,
Like,
like,
we're
it
not
was
crazy.
real.
Did you feel it?
No, I respect
Hell
it.
yeah.
No, I
Yes,
respect
Maneko
I
was even taking,
I
like-
was a part of it.
Yeah.
I was
You
a
were a part of
I'm
it.
so
Yeah.
serious. Like there was a lot of paranormal ass shit going on at that
They
time.
want to
where-
And I'm
visit. They
not
want to
kidding.
visit
Like,
a
like
haunted
this.
place.
No, seriously, this
so
has.
where was this?
This was
Medico's house.
Mineko's house.
Yeah.
So look,
It
we
all-
had just got
it's
back
so
from San
crazy.
Jose.
San Jose,
Like
okay.
this has a lot to do with why we are this way today. This has a big part.
Yeah.
Like this was very not traumatic
on it.
in I
Speak
wouldn't say
on
a
it.
bad
Speak
way.
on it.
but it was like very deep to us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I'll get into it. I don't tell everybody the story,
Yeah.
but because it's like very
respect
important.
it.
No,
I
because I fuck
respect
with
it.
you guys.
Respect.
Yeah, and you guys are very open-minded people, and you can't talk about
Hey,
this shit with
yeah.
everybody.
you gotta be you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be you.
So
Facts.
we all had went to San Jose. It was a great weekend. We get back, and one of Maneko's friends that we were all real tight with was like, man, I'm seeing shit. Like, I'm just seeing something. Like, he don't talk like this. Like,
Yeah.
none of them do.
Meneko?
None of this.
No,
Maneko's
Maneko.
friend.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's
So like he
I'm
don't
seeing
talk
shit.
like this. So like we all, we don't talk like that. Like none of us did. Like
Yeah.
that's random to just start talking about.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I'm seeing like I don't know what's going on. I'm seeing shit. So I was like, I got you. Like I'll keep you company. You know, he was scared to go to sleep. Like he was very scared to go. So I'm like, I'll keep you company. Whatever. Whatever the fuck he was seeing, I started to see.
Oh shit.
And I'm not crazy. I'm not
No,
I
KT,
know
I
real.
respect you.
Thank you. Like
No.
I'm not everything I'm saying right now is real.
Yeah.
It's not like
All
fake.
of that shit.
Like, and mind you, before all this, I believed in it, but I didn't necessarily believe in it.
And
I didn't think it really was happening.
When was this?
Last year.
Last year.
Last year, 2020 was
October.
very crazy.
Okay.
Very crazy.
2020, clear vision.
Yes,
Oh
October.
no! This
It
was
was
no,
like
no, no.
September. No,
This
it
was
was
September,
August, September.
August.
August,
It was
September, yeah.
August of
Okay.
Last
2020
year.
or-
2020.
Last year. So
Yeah.
it was
Very
like
clear,
that was a
2020 clear
very
vision.
important moment.
That's
and
what
it's
I was
like,
saying,
He
too.
started seeing shit. I started seeing shit.
Mm.
I don't know if you guys have ever heard of astral projection.
Yes.
I've heard
I
of
was
that, and
astral
I believe
projecting.
I've done that before, and
I
I didn't
started-
even know that I did it.
Yeah.
And this is why I believe that
See?
I'm something. I don't know what I am, but I'm
great.
something.
You're great.
Thank you. But it's like I think we all possess like spiritual things. Like
Abilities.
we all have abilities that we don't
we're
access within
timeless.
our
We're
lifetime.
timeless, and like everything that we've been through, it's
Yeah.
like it's there. We're
Yeah.
at where we need to be in our spiritual journey.
Yeah, correct. So I believe things happen at the right time for a reason. Like it happened in 2020 when all that niche shit happened. Like I
Yeah.
came out. Why did it happen with her?
Yeah.
Like that's the only person that
that's
could have.
The
That's
first-
the only person that could have
Y'all
happened.
holding each other down.
Yeah,
No,
like-
and just wait till you hear our trip.
Yeah, yeah.
Our no,
Yeah,
bro.
later.
Our trip back was probably the craziest thing
Woo!
ever.
Let
Our
me just
trip,
say-
our trip going
to Cali?
No, our
out
our
to
trip
here, out to
going-
here from Indiana. Indiana
going
to
there
here.
and back. Like,
like was nuts. Like, cause so they okay. So let me finish with the So
Yeah.
anyways, I
It's
was
just-
seeing shit. I was seeing.
the room.
I no
love it.
seriously.
I love
no,
it.
seriously. So I was astral projecting that night. For the first time ever. I've never astral projected, but I was not astral projecting in a good world. I was astral projecting in a demonic world, a very negative. Like I was getting.
It's probably the vibe of the area. Maybe
Yeah,
it was
but
the
it was like,
energy.
No.
but it was different than that. It wasn't just energy. It was like real life. Like
Yeah.
something was attaching itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like whatever he was seeing, it went from him to me. It
do
like
you
hot-
believe in entities? Do you believe in other beings besides our physical selves? Have you?
Well, there's aliens. Your brother.
Not
and
just
my
aliens.
Well,
Okay, no,
yeah,
just
but
different
it-
realms,
but it's like
dimensions.
there's
Nope. Answer my
Sorry.
question,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, yeah,
No,
get that over there.
We're not talking about aliens. We're talking about
no like
entities.
dimensions. Like
I feel like
that
there,
too.
I feel like there, I
souls.
feel like I feel like there are other energies, but the energy that I believe in is love. So I always try to just remind myself.
okay.
Like,
Okay, that's fair.
I always
That's
try
fair.
to in my heart and in my spirit. I'm
It's
always
not
like love.
good.
It's not.
I'm
Yeah,
always like
that's
love.
Palo
May the
Santo.
power
that smells
Christ
very
compel you.
good.
It's not a bad
I love that
thing
smell.
to know that they're here. Ooh, what?
Yeah. Let's do
What?
that.
I'm like, oh,
So and my
Sorry.
thing is like
No,
there's a
you're
lot
good.
of things that we don't know in the world, and some of us won't ever experience, which is okay.
Yeah.
Which is okay because we will after death. We will see. We will see.
But I feel
different
like
things.
all this openness that we're talking about, I feel like it's in our essence of being a human,
No.
but it's not being told to us.
It's not.
What?
I
And
feel like it's one of those
being
things.
being aware of your energy, being aware of the.
Oh,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
but that's what I was
it's
saying, part of the
experience though.
programming.
You have to experience.
And I feel like, it's
like-
more spiritual because there's
Yeah.
a Bible verse where it says that you have to pray, and it's more of a spiritual. You have to put your spiritual armor on because it's
do.
more spiritual than
do.
it is physical.
You do. Yeah, and so
It's more of
so I
a
had-
spiritual thing, man, because you
Yes,
know
it
we got
is.
the herb right now. You know we're talking
Got
about
the herb.
spirituality, man.
So I
saying
had started
I
seeing
have
stuff, and when I tell you, like the dude was around me when I was seeing all this. Like we were going to.
He
sleep.
told you started
He
seeing
was
it.
telling me what I was doing. Like
you?
I was like full on like moving in my sleep. Like I'm talking like fighting. Like I'm kicking. I'm like
So you were sleeping.
I was
I've had that
sleeping.
experience.
Yes, I was sleeping. I was like
sleep but awake, if that makes sense.
I
Like
don't-
he
I
told
don't
me
ever
I
like
was
sleeping
full
up.
on, like
I
I
don't
was
ever like
full
sleeping
on,
up.
like my body was doing everything that I was doing in the dream.
I'll
That
tell
makes
you right
sense. And I'm not like, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Yeah.
And so I would wake up and my heart was like,
Yeah,
'cause I
like
was
you knew you
literally,
just
like,
did something.
In every single one of my events that was going on, I probably woke up like 9 to 10 times within the period.
What
of
helped
time.
you out in that experience?
Nothing. Like I just kept like I would
Goddamn.
wake up. I would wake up. No, seriously, nothing was helping. Like I would wake up, and it was like I thought I was. I didn't even have time to process what was going on. I'd wake up
It happened
and
so
go
quick.
right. I would go right back into it and just be like something. The last dream, not dream, but the last thing I remember, we were in a room, and it was like a dark round. Like it was like just dark, very negative aura. So it was like we were in a room, and a little girl ran out the room. The door slammed. I was like, oh fuck.
Maybe it was.
It's dark.
I feel like
And
maybe
it's
it
crazy
was
you said
somebody
the
in
little girl.
house. I
It
feel
was
like
something.
you
It
said
was
the little
the
girl.
little girl. She saw a little
No,
girl.
she said the little girl. I saw
She
a little
saw
girl.
a little girl.
In my
I
dream.
saw this. This happened. So everything I was seeing happened the night before she did all that.
Yeah.
So it was like a process going on. So I remember getting picked up by something. Don't know what it was. By my neck getting slammed in the corner of the walls. I woke up like it was happening. Like my brain was fried.
It was like Doctor Strange,
Yes,
like when they're
and-
going at
yes.
it in the spiritual.
And I don't
then-
know if I was talking about the third eye earlier. My pineal gland was like fried.
Yeah.
Like it was like
Forehead be
literally
hurting.
fried. Like I was
Temples be
dizzy.
throbbing.
I remember telling her like I'm just so.
I was. Yeah, we were feeling
like,
the same
I
way.
just
Like
felt so like dizzy and like groggy and like my body was just exhausted from literally fighting in my sleep.
Not
Like
feeling good.
something was trying to.
and you
I don't know
could
what was
feel
going on.
it. You could feel the energy. Like it.
Yeah.
You could feel the entity following us.
Yeah,
Like
it
you could
was.
feel it.
It went
like
from
it was
him
there. It was
to
there.
me to her
So-
and was like gone.
Yeah.
It was an entity, or was it
Yeah.
like a physical being?
I
or
think
was
No,
a-
it was an
an
entity.
energy?
I think it was
an
an
entity.
I think something attached.
So it was like
onto
a
him.
being.
No entity. I don't think
When
energy.
you say entity, what do you mean entity?
Like
Entity.
a negative soul. Let's just say that, like a,
a neg-
demonic soul.
Yeah, very
was trying
demonic.
to it, and I believe in shit like that.
Yeah.
I just believe it only happens to certain individuals.
You ever heard of Illuminati, or you know about Illuminati and stuff like that?
I've heard stuff like that.
Just like people believe all that exists,
Mm-hmm.
it's the same thing.
Mm.
Like voodoo and all that exists.
Yeah, it's all
the
the
same thing.
Witches, we got real witches. Like there's real.
All that
witches
stuff
who
is
can,
real.
Like, perform shit.
You,
But the way I approach that is like I just don't believe in it and I don't give it energy.
Why?
Because
Well,
when I
believing
no
it-
wait because when I was younger I used to be scared and like there was stuff like that in
Oh,
Mexico.
you sound
And
like me.
in Mexico they would have that stuff and like
Have what?
like witches and stuff.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And the way but I read the 4 agreements and it said you stop believing in that stuff and like you know it goes away and honestly
It doesn't go away.
No.
Oh,
but
okay.
but when I
Keep going.
stopped believing in it, when I stopped thinking about it,
Yeah.
my mind got clearer. When I started focusing on love, when I started
right.
focusing on the pure,
Yeah.
and it opened me up because it's like I stopped believing in that
Yeah.
because it's like like people have told me that and it's like something that's there, but it's like something that's not in my
Right.
I know what you're
It's
saying,
on
but
your
but
conscience.
but then
It's
again,
not.
think about this.
I
Yeah.
struggled with that a lot.
Right.
I
I'm not
agree.
gonna lie to
I
you.
agree. But let me
struggled
tell
with
you
a
my
lot.
perspective. I felt the same way you felt. I didn't think like he was
Yeah.
tripping. Dude was tripping. I was like, man, I don't know what he's on, but I felt bad for him. I genuinely believed him. So
What
it's
was
like
he
I
doing?
comfort, huh?
What was he doing? Like, was
He
he all?
kept
Did he
telling
feel
me.
it?
He kept telling me he was falling asleep seeing a woman. He kept seeing a woman, and it was like bad. Like he told me, like he literally was like, "Can you sleep next to me and wake me up?" Like he was that scared. So I was like, "Yeah." Like I really felt bad. Like, but I wouldn't say I believed in that. I was like, maybe he's like tripping, or you know what I'm saying?
I want to ask you, like, were you guys like smoking anything, or were you
No,
guys,
we
so
weren't.
it was like sober.
It was like he really felt that way. Yes, he 100% felt that way.
shit.
We had just got back from vacation.
I've been through that though. I've gone.
We
through
had
something
just
similar
got back,
that.
like, and he was sober.
Oh,
He didn't smoke
afterwards.
weed. He was sober, and he was feeling that way. Like he was really, like he had his family take him to a church and everything. Like he was really going, like he did not know what to feel.
No,
like,
no,
and
it-
everybody thought he was crazy, but
Man, that's
us,
wild. That's
but
wild.
us. So it's like me believing him, and I was like, man, let me comfort him. It's not that I was like believing in that.
Yeah.
It literally forced itself. It
Yeah.
doesn't- you
It
don't have to
don't-
believe
you
in
don't
it.
have a
It'll-
choice.
It's gonna
maybe
get you.
maybe
It's-
what if it was it was going towards him.
No, let me say
Yeah,
something.
but it's like
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm,
yeah,
I
no,
mean, you know what I
it
mean?
could have been.
I'm
We
just-
thought about
I'm
that.
just-
that
I'm
it
just
was
flowing. You know what I
But
mean?
it's like it was hot.
it's more of it don't it things like that know what they're going for. There is no accidental choices. It's specific. There's no accidents here. And it's like I understand what you're saying and how you feel about it and why you choose to only focus on that.
No, well,
It's-
because I
I
experienced.
understand. I have experienced plenty of it. I promise you, plenty of that shit. Like just 6 months, not even 6 months.
It's a good conversation, by the way.
Yeah, not even 6 months before she came out here and we experienced all that. I want you to ask Marte what he doesn't know what happened. Ask him if he remembers what I sounded like when I was running down the hall. I hit my mom's table of all her jewelry. Remember at our old house when my mom used to have all her jewelry in the table in the living room? No?
Oh, okay, I don't remember where she put her jewelry.
No? Okay, well, she used to have it on a table in the living room area. You remember how big that space was?
Yeah, there was like
where the tile.
two living rooms.
Yeah,
Was it the first one or the second one?
the first one.
Okay, the first one.
Yeah, where all the hardwood floor was. That's where her big table was, and it took up that whole space. I ran into that. I had this big ass bruise on my left leg because something came in my room. My dog even was barking at nothing. My dog was in the hallway sitting. This is Chester. You know Chester. 12 years old. He don't do much. He don't do nothing. He barks
He
every
doesn't
now and
ever
then.
react like that.
No, he was like his tail was down between his butt. He was dead ass. He was barking, flinching and everything. I get out there and it was weird. I didn't turn facing it. I turned towards my back, more having my back towards that hallway. And I went out to the room, in the living room with my mom.
And you were just,
And Smitty.
you were conscious?
Yeah, I was more than conscious. Yes, hell yeah. So, at first I was in my room doing stuff, and then he did all that. Went in the living room talking to my mom, and Smitty even said, my stepdad. He was like, I'm sorry. It's so random, No.
Bridget feels
No.
like everybody knows Schmidt.
Yeah.
He looks like Steve Harvey.
He looks like Steve Harvey so y'all look him up. But anyway. No, he was like Chester C. Spirits, right? Like that was his first response.
Dogs definitely do.
Exactly.
They see more.
They see into that realm. It's okay to feel a certain way about it, but not accepting it for what it is closes yourself off to that whole side. It just does.
I feel
But anyway, I'm gonna finish my story. You know what I'm saying?
I respect
And you could ease yourself into it, but sooner or later, either it's gonna force itself on you like it did her, or you're going to accept it for what it is. But anyway, I ended up going back to my room and I went by myself. My dogs didn't follow me this time. They normally follow me wherever I go. They stay in the living room this time. So I go back in my room and I'm folding up my stuff and trying to get my room together. And I'm sitting on the floor and I had some stuff I was getting ready to color too, because on the topic of, what you had asked her, what do I like to, or what do you like to do?
Paintings.
Or what are your hobbies?
Passions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to color and things like that. So I had my stuff out. I ended up sitting down not too long after I was in there, and I was like, okay, like in my head, I'm not saying nothing out loud because I used to be really invested in religion. And one thing I did keep close to me was be careful what you say. The tongue is very powerful, So I wasn't going to say nothing because I felt like things outside of me can hear me. Nothing can hear what your mind is thinking, So I had said to myself, okay, let's play some music. I picked a song. Not too long after, I was like, okay, let me play some gospel music. And
gospel
You say
music
gospel?
is great.
yeah,
Okay.
I love gospel music. And I put a song on, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, now my bed's on the floor, and I don't have no frame or nothing. I'm leaned back on the mattress, and I'm sitting there legs straight. I'm sitting there with my phone out. Not too long after, I'm basically in a haze. I'm sitting there like not realizing I'm sitting there anymore. And I'm like, what am I doing? I didn't say it. I'm just thinking like, what am I doing? And I like turn to the left, slow. And my mind would run. Bro, I got up and ran so fucking fast. That's the only thing I run. I took off so quick.
wild.
Took off
And
so
where was that? Where was
my
that?
house, my room.
Right there. Oh, there's in your
Yeah,
room?
and we used to hear stuff in my house. There was a oh my god,
All the time.
Yeah. all the time.
Hey, you
Like,
know
If
real
I
what?
shit.
did, I would be like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
You know what? I wanted to like.
Like
I've
that
always,
house was so bad.
I've always wanted a Sage, and she was the
Yeah.
one that was like, "Yo, like Sage."
I cleared out the house we were at because it was so bad. Like the sage, literally, I'm not even kidding. Like I wouldn't bullshit this. Like
Gotta have
you're
sage
recording right now.
You
That's
gotta have
dumb.
sage.
Like I lit
every like 30 words.
yeah I lit it I lit the sage
got to say.
in the living room.
Hey, do we have
No, cause me and Mineko were in there chilling.
May I have the lighter?
Oh yeah, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
It's cool. It's cool. Hey,
Oh,
you're telling your
yeah.
story though.
Sorry.
Cool. Hey, I love. Keep telling the story.
Thanks. Well, okay.
You see it.
We were sitting in the living room, and he's like me. He's very spiritual as well, and he feels energies
You
and
got the long
entities. Yeah, everything like that. And he's sitting at the table, and he's starting to feel a certain way, like it's getting to him how the energy in the room's going, and I'm starting to get pissed off. So I grab my sage and I light it, and I start walking around in the room. I kid you not, that shit start turning black.
Oh.
I'm not even fucking playing. Like that shit started turning black, like dead ass. The flame was still on it, and everything. Like you're actually supposed to do that first, then the Palo Santo. Palo Santo is more like bringing in like
Good energy.
yeah.
So wait. What did you say right now?
What? It's better to do that first, so you cleanse the energy, any negative energy, and then you do the Palo Santo. Yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, it's cool. But yeah, I'll
pass it to you.
We're
gonna pass this
Gotta pass that.
around like a
pass
blunt.
This is wow. This is
That's a
nice. Where'd you
big
It was a
get this
gift.
one?
Shout out to TIE Fighter. He
And it
he
smells
gave
great.
me that.
Shout out to
He
TIE
left it on my
Fighter.
desk. Shout out to TIE
Time.
Fighter.
Wow, that
Time
smells
to go.
amazing. What
Time
is
to
it?
go.
Just
Smells
sage.
great.
Stage, yeah.
It
Wow,
smells-
this smells like
smells
it just
real.
smells real like
Mhm.
authentic.
Hey.
Yeah,
Well, it feels different.
yeah. I think it's not lit no more.
We went to Yosemite.
I mean, it's nothing to be scared of at the end of the day because
Well,
we are God's children. You know?
I actually had this trip smoking weed.
You had a trip like
It was like a trip. I don't know if it was like
you
the-
didn't
the
even
weed-
talk about the trip though. Remember, you're like, hey, we didn't even talk about
Oh,
the
yeah.
trip. So
Oh,
after
what trip?
he says his trip,
Wait, but I don't
go-
think his trip is the same trip. I think it's a trip.
No, but
No, I think it was a trip. Like
no,
'cause-
but say your trip after his trip.
Okay.
Trip.
Oh my
He's
god.
annoying.
Go, Brandon. Go.
But it's like speaking of like dark energy and stuff. I smoke weed,
Yeah.
and I smoked weed with two of my homies. Shout out Rafa Christian,
Mm-hmm.
and then I felt like I was either talking to this negative energy or either the devil. And what he was telling me was that like he was just like, if you don't do this, you're gonna die, or like.
Yeah.
But
See.
But what I took from that,
Uh-huh.
like Eddie was saying, like if there's that negative energy, there's also the opposite, which is the positive energy.
Exactly.
And it's like I learned a lot from that experience,
Mhm.
and
No.
it just like it was a big moment in my life where like I was like
It was like an awakening,
an
like how
awakening
she
moment,
was talking
yeah,
about
for my
awakening
life.
from like.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's like, see, with that experience.
And like I've had a
weed-
recent like awakening where I'm just like, dude, like I want to be around like positive people, you know, because I feel like when I was younger, I used to be like, man, like people are negative, and like that's what I would get. But now I'm just like, dude, like I just want to be around positive people. Like there are positive people out there, you know.
Definitely.
And I feel like,
right.
and honestly, I feel like when I started shifting myself more, like last year,
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, I met you, I
Uh-huh.
met Marte. You know, we
Yep.
started having better conversations.
See?
I was more open
And
to
y-
conversations.
See, but where do you think, where does every conversation you have with us lead to though? Which is what you keep veering off from every time. Like
Trying to be better.
no, the real spirituality. I feel like you're really like you're more spiritual than you really think you are. I feel like. Like-
It's a practice. It's a practice. And it's things that I've experienced that have made me very, you know what I mean, firm on like my spirituality. And I feel like that's, it's more your spirit. It's really you, because you know what I mean. What you believe, it's like that's what you're allowing, you know, and that's what you're gonna be receiving. And I feel like when I started being like more positive, I feel like I talked to you guys, and you guys were like,
shit.
you guys opened it up more.
What?
Sorry, I'm just distracted.
Oh.
I was looking at my
like,
phone.
huh?
Sorry.
No, and I'm not
Wait,
trying
do you
to
have the
force
lighter?
feed you like spirituality or
I
anything
hear
like that.
Thank you.
But
Nah, but we were talking about this the other day, and it's
Yeah.
like pick any book, pick any spiritual book,
mhm.
and really try to hone in what they're trying to tell you. You're gonna
Yeah.
pick up something, and your spirit is just gonna grow from it.
Sorry, that's bad.
You know what I mean?
Y'all can hear me?
Oh, we're gonna do some ASMR.
Right.
Yeah.
Cottonmouth 101. No, I'm just kidding.
We got a bunch of noises going on.
But it's like I feel what you're saying, because there's also this quote, like it's where
I think this is
attention
out,
goes.
guys.
Is there break time for y'all?
No,
Is
it's
there-
not.
Where attention goes, energy flows.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where attention
Yes,
goes,
yes, yes.
energy flows.
Yeah,
Yes.
facts.
And it's like what you focus on is like what you'll like manifest and stuff. So
Yeah, you will.
I do see what you're
Good
saying.
or bad.
Yes,
Mhm.
exactly. And I do see what you're saying. You're trying to focus more on the positivity. You're trying to focus more on like
Yeah.
the love, you know, and like
I feel
The
like I
more
try to
you
do that,
focus
but
on
I
that,
feel
Do you think
the
all
more you focus on
spirituality
that,
is
the
negative
more,
though?
the more you'll like bring in and stuff, and more you'll kind of attempt to like bring in. You're
what,
saying.
the more you attract, yeah,
Yeah,
and
the
I
more
feel
you
like,
attract.
and I feel like that's what you do too. You know, like the stuff that you get into, what Jose gets into, like what my younger brother would tell me, and like he would tell me like, hey, I'll be like, man, it's a foggy day, and it's like it's bad, and then he's like, nah, man, like it's a nice day, and then now when I look at a fog, it's like the fog is nice, you know.
Yeah, now I feel that.
No, what?
So I said
The
like,
fog?
I'm like, no, I said the fog is like,
whole
I'm like, that's
moment was
whack. I was like, the fog, man, it's like a whack day.
Like the
and
weather.
then,
It's talking
he
about
would,
the weather.
and my brother would look at it like, yo, like the fog is nice. And when I look at the fog, I try to look at the layers of it, the layers of you know, their clouds, and
Right.
just try to appreciate it.
Like just we were saying
Those are
too.
fake clouds, though.
Whoa,
That
the
part.
clouds in my head.
What we were saying
That's
too, it's like
fair.
it's perspective.
Yeah.
It's perspective, like how you
Yeah.
like. I feel like it's how you see things. But like going back to the astral projection.
Oh yeah, cool. Go the story.
But like I feel like I've heard how if you're into that astral projection state, like you're open, like you open yourself up to all these like different
Yeah,
entities and
you're
stuff.
susceptible
you
to
do.
being.
Susceptible to
your body
all
could
those-
take
to
over.
everything.
Yep,
Yeah,
you'd be
do.
possessed
You
completely.
do.
I've heard that.
But
Yeah,
I'm
it's very
interested. I'm highly interested in it only because I did it, and I feel like I've accepted anything that could happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I've already been through.
Would you try to do it if you were able to?
Yeah,
do
I've
it?
tried to.
No,
I
and
tried
straight
to.
up, you guys should watch the documentary.
That's what
Into the-
Marte told me about it. Yes,
Fifth
I have it in
Dimension.
my notes. I'm gonna buy it on
Oh
Amazon.
yeah.
It's like $2
Yeah, just
on
rent
Amazon.
it, and they talk about higher conscience. Like we need to be taking a higher conscience, and I feel like,
I don't know if I want to leave my body.
I
no,
only
no.
do.
I
I
feel
only
like
do because I feel like we're just like that's what we're made for. If that makes sense. Like our conscience are very developed, very like we can do things that we don't even. Are you okay? You good?
I'm just
I'm-
like, sorry, I'm just
No,
distracted
you're
by my
good.
phone.
You're good. You're good. But I just feel like we're capable of doing things that, you know, we don't
Yeah.
think we are. We're so
I
like
definitely-
basic.
Well,
like who
I
wants to just
definitely-
live here and just like be alive?
in
I
the
definitely-
I want my
documentary-
soul to travel. Like
No,
I
but
want to go here. I want to go
in the
to
documentary, it
you
talks
know, a
about,
forest.
like higher conscience, and it's like I feel like when we would talk, I
Yeah.
feel like when we'd be talking about like aliens and stuff, it's like, man, like we're savages. Like
What do
the
you
way
mean?
we act, we savages. We kill animals and stuff, and like
Oh yeah.
we burn fossil
Oh,
fuels.
We're terrible.
and we're like hurting the earth.
We are.
You know what I mean?
We
And
are.
it's like
Yeah.
we're living like animals, but it's like our
We're living
conscience
worse than
has to
ap-
raise. Our spirit needs
We're
to
living
raise
like
in order to-
robots, not like animals. We just
Yeah.
eat just to eat. We don't do anything for any reason for ourselves. We do it for
Just
outside
pleasure.
attention.
But that
Like,
documentary talks
it's-
about higher conscience. Like we need to be
Yeah, I
more
need to
aware
watch
of
that.
what we're
Yeah.
doing to the earth. We need to
Yeah.
be aware of the
You
person
do.
that's living here that brought us here. You
Yeah.
know? And be more aware and be
Giving back to
mindful.
them.
Even
and that's
like,
what it talks about.
Yep.
we were talking about the third dimension, and like
The what dimension?
the third dimension, like which is the physical, like the
Straight
physical
up, bro.
reality.
I need
Yeah.
to
I
get
do
that
feel
shit,
like our own like mindset has
I don't know.
like what's that?
No, go ahead. I was like, I don't know. That's what this dimension is. 3D.
Yeah, we're 3D.
It's like
Are we?
third
Yeah,
dimension.
this is like physical.
This is like the physical
This
stuff,
is more
like
the
you can
physical
like
state.
you know you can like feel it, you can touch it.
Yeah.
But like the fourth, like I don't know if it's the fourth dimension, I don't know, but it's like there's the non-physical part of it where you can like feel stuff, you can like you can travel to different
Sense things.
yeah, sense.
I feel like
things.
40's. Yeah, I agree. I just think 40's bad. I think 5D.
You think so?
I
Yeah.
do. Yeah, I think 5D's the good one.
Yeah.
Like the
Why do
5D's,
you
like
say
the
that?
full consciousness. Like you reach your full potential. 40's, like
Well,
I
there's
don't know.
there's
Something
there's,
rubs me wrong about
there's
40.
there's hints of stuff. Oh, actually, go on your phone right now and look for Demi Lovato.
Oh, I know who she is.
Yeah, no, find her. She's talking about 3D. I think.
No, she was talking about 40.
Yeah, she was talking about 40.
40.
There you go. She's talking about 40.
Which is
And
like
if you
demonic.
don't know, all the
Okay.
celebrities are in on all that demonic shit.
Yeah, that
No.
Illuminati. Like
Yeah,
that.
and
They are, they just-
cannibalism.
Well, like the people that are like at the top, like that
Yeah.
probably like sold their
I'm
soul
gonna
to,
say
They
like,
have-
more than you would believe because
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I would say
they
that.
don't. Nobody says anything, and if they do, what happens to them near the end? They die.
Bob Marley, X, freaking Tupac.
Yeah.
Nipsey.
Kobe,
Nipsey,
like
Kobe.
that shit
Kobe
is
was
so
a
weird.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
That shit is so
Unfortunately.
weird.
Like you
I
were saying,
just
let's
don't
say,
put that
I
in.
like
can't.
fourth dimension. Fourth
Yeah.
dimension.
Yeah.
Demi Lovato.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
Demi
she,
Lovato.
like just that herself.
What was she talking about? The
For-
fourth
yeah,
dimension?
why
What
are
was she
She
you
saying?
was talking about it like
Like-
she just was like I don't remember
I didn't
exactly
watch
what she
it,
said.
but
yeah.
it's just the fact that you're even promoting it.
yeah.
When
After
not
promoting the
one
fact that
time-
she's what
Sorry.
again? She's what?
lesbian.
No, she's
I think she's
like
bi.
no, she identifies as like
Or is it?
they
What?
or something. Yeah,
Oh,
she does
no.
like
See,
something
that's
sexual,
multiple.
Which is
I
like,
don't like that.
Which my thing is, I don't care. Like I don't care about that, but it's the fact that she's promoting it. So it's like it's already
Yeah,
very.
And I'm not
iffy. Like why
homophobic
did
or
you
anything
just
like that.
change?
No.
Like
but it's just there's just
Do
certain
you boo-boo?
things.
Do you boo boo?
do you? I'm dead as fuck.
What you were saying
He
though?
said, "Do you, boo boo?" No, for real, do you? But don't like try to influence. Like you got a lot of young
Yeah.
people watching you. You got a
Yeah,
lot of young people watching you.
and it really does
People's
do
kids,
stuff.
like you,
like
you
that.
know, like we should not be promoting that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just go where you feel is
Yeah,
best.
feel
Don't,
yeah. If that's what
you
you,
don't
do,
need
do
somebody
it. But don't
telling
promote
you.
it.
Yeah,
I'm not
Yeah.
promoting. I'm not out here. Yeah, I'm just not. I'm not.
Yeah.
You just can't promote. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, like
Not
the
like
fourth-
that.
No, not like that.
What's
no.
your guys' feeling on the fourth dimension? Because you were saying it's negative or like. What do you
I
think
don't.
about that?
I don't. I
Yeah.
personally don't really
I
even
wouldn't
talk
say
about
it's-
dimensions like that. Like I don't speak on them just because I don't know. Not saying that nobody else is incapable of honing that knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we don't know. We don't know anything.
Yeah.
We
We
know
don't.
what's
We
being
don't.
shown to us,
Yeah.
which isn't much, and still at the end of the day, we're being controlled in some kind of way. With this little ass freedom we think we have, and this little ass space of a house we believe we got, we should have acres of land. How much is on this earth? You know what I'm saying? Like we don't. Even the people that think they got a lot, still working their ass off to keep it. In some kind of way, we're all slaving, and it's like, damn. It should not be like that.
Shot.
Where'd it go?
Underneath.
Oh, there's one behind you too.
Ayo! Is it time?
That's not fair. That's not fair.
No,
Well,
it's chill.
How do we not have a gun?
I hear it, man. You're killing it, bro.
It's because he like posted outside of my door.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, so that's why I thought like my bad.
Oh.
This guy.
Oh, is it chill or is it chill? The chill what I posted is cool.
Oh yeah, you're good. I was gonna say what's up. I didn't realize.
Y'all killing it though, bro. Y'all killing it.
I'm so demeaned.
So that's
They're recording right now.
Oh,
They're
that's
making music, and I just
Making
posted,
music.
and I just give them a little shout out. You know what I mean? Because it sounds like they're killing it right now. I'm like,
Yeah,
sounds
I heard
dope.
that. Yeah.
Hey, we're going in. They're going in. You know
No,
what I mean?
for real.
You
There's
know
a
what I
whole.
mean?
There's different shit going on right now. It's cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's a
but
dope
it's
spot.
happening just here where
Yeah,
we're
it's
at
just
in
people-
the moment.
yeah,
Just
mhm.
vibing out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just, you know what I mean? Listening to each other. You know what I mean?
Facts. Yard.
You're
Yard. Yard.
yeah. How long are we going for? 2.5 hours. I think that's like the solid ending point right here.
Right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I'm cool cool here.
You're serious.
I know I've been doing this the whole time.
KT, what is
Hey,
that?
well,
I don't
Yo,
know.
I'm gonna sample you
It's
and
the
just
ocean.
I was
It's
thinking-
the ocean.
Yo, I'm gonna sample you and then I'm gonna like make that into like a beat.
A
or
beat,
something.
do
Yeah,
that.
I was
make
thinking,
Do that,
I was
do
thinking there's so
that.
many like good samples in here too.
Oh my
God.
Bridget.
Hey, maybe
Yo,
some.
Bridget, Mecco, he needs to put you on a track. I need to hear
No, for
some- I need to hear something. I know, hey, Marte can sing. Marte, hey, Bridget can sing. I know Bridget can sing too. Freestyle? Y'all want to freestyle?
Freestyle what?
Then it was a freestyle. Hit the mouse, hit the mouse, hit the mouse.
Sitting in the room with some in the fucking goons. Whatever that was. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I'm gonna keep going. Oh, fuck. I'm talking about, fuck.
I'm not playing this game. I don't like
Katie
being
was,
hit.
Katie was.
Oh, no.
111. Can I ask you a question?
Ooh. Ooh.
What was your? I don't know if you would like to share or not. But if you had a summary too, that'd be fine.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I
Of
feel
what
like- I feel
happened?
like- of what happened with me?
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
what happened with you?
Yeah. Why you're?
Because I feel like my mind, I want like, so there's always this fear, right? There's fear, like you're like, well, there's all these fears, and then we all have our personal fears, right?
Mm-hmm.
So me, I kind of gave into my personal fear, and then it's like I witnessed it, and then I was like, wow, like that's not even truth. The truth is yourself. You're the truth. You're the truth, and what the truth is for you, you're gonna pull in. So if you want to accept one thing, then that's what you're gonna get. What you accept.
Wait, I'm confused.
I feel that, bro.
See what I'm
Wait.
saying? Like, so I choose to accept what I choose to accept. I'm not gonna be slammed on an acceptance, or I'm not gonna be slammed on an energy. It's like I'm gonna guide the energy.
Okay, I see
Some
you're
shit.
thinking higher.
Some shit you can't prevent though.
That's what being an alchemist is. It's recognizing the energy and being able to transmute that energy into good energy.
So so I'm trying to get a better
It's
understanding.
like understanding yourself, like what you're telling your brain, like what you tell your mind is gonna be like, okay, it's there.
Right, but what if you're not telling your mind this, and it's a sense like there's something in here? You get that feeling.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No. I've been there before, and my sister told me, she's like, hey, when I hear that, I think about my angels. I think about my good angels.
Okay.
And when
She tells you to think that way.
No. When she told me that, for me, that was like a metaphor. You know, like your angels. Listen to your angels.
Instead.
It's like what you said. What was that quote you said, Brandon, about the wolves?
With that.
What was the?
About the what?
I know I'm over here like, hey, what'd you say?
No, I heard you.
No. Like, what was whichever wolf you feed, that's the one that you get the most.
Yeah, it's like there's two wolves in my head. It's like you can feed the
Yeah.
good wolf or the bad wolf. It's
Yes,
like,
you can.
and like I become which one I feed.
Yes.
Yep.
And it's like, what do you want to feed? It's like.
Ooh.
You control your thoughts.
Wait, I'm confused on how would you be.
Are,
I'm trying to
what is the thought,
understand.
though?
You.
But it's like an energy though. I see it. I feel like it's
No,
like
I see what you're
Sometimes.
saying, bro. I
and
see
it-
what you're saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it leads you.
Yeah.
You lead yourself.
Like
Right.
you like it's like basically saying that you have the choice, you have the power to choose like where, like not I don't feel like you're I don't feel like you're
You have
fully
the
in
power.
control,
You have the power.
but it's like we do have the power.
We do have the
to
power.
to choose our
you
We
Are
do
you
with some
outcome.
shit. We do with some
Yeah, you
majority,
do that.
majority, not
Majority
even some,
things.
majority,
I feel that.
majority, like
feel that.
majority.
You choose
Like
it,
the shit.
and it's like that challenge, like how we were talking about how Paul George has that challenge. It's like things challenges us, and it's like, all right,
How are we gonna- how are
where are
we
you
gonna-
gonna go
Yeah.
after that?
Yeah, facts. You do have a choice for sure. I agree with
And I
that.
feel like your guys' choice has been a loving one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I feel like I've
Respect.
been more aware, and I've learned more, and I feel like your challenges have helped me, grow. And it's like what you guys say helps me grow with women and their communication, because
Yeah.
it's like there's an energy that you have to understand. Like, okay, where are they coming from? How are they? How do they receive things? You know?
Yeah,
it's
and women appreciate shit like that.
Yeah.
Women love
It's
being
really the little
understood.
things.
Like, because I feel like we're difficult people. Like,
Yeah.
women are difficult. I'm not gonna lie, we are. Like, we have
But
a
we're
lot of different.
difficult too, though.
Yeah, y'all
We're
are, but we
difficult too,
y'all
bro.
are, but we could just have a lot of different emotions at one time.
Yeah.
Like, we're very like
passionate, but like, you know, expressive, all that. Like
Like-
it's like we're hard to deal with. So it's nice coming across men who understand women.
Yeah,
That's
like
a
we were
good
saying
feeling.
earlier, like when you guys left also, and you guys were talking about it, where it's good that we're sitting down and just like having an open mind and talking about all this stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, and it's like you have to keep that open mind because like, you know, even though you might say something that pisses me off, it's like all right, Eddie, why is this pissing you off? Like,
Yeah.
why are you getting pissed off? Why are you getting so
Yeah.
overworked
Yeah.
about it?
You're gonna
Like,
try to understand more
Yeah.
instead
Yeah.
of taking it wrong.
Yeah.
yeah, and really try to like listen and see clear.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
like, what did I really
And like
do?
learn from it, you know.
Yeah.
It's nice when you have two people on both ends trying to like learn something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's mature, very mature.
Yeah, like I know
Yeah.
my sister all my life, but it's like I feel like I'm barely realizing like how I've been communicating with her, and
Yeah.
it's like I have to find a new way to communicate with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that and
And
that
that's a
also
challenge.
helps. It is a
It's
challenge.
so hard.
You just
It
gotta
is
try different
hard.
things.
It is hard, but it's a good challenge. You know,
Mhm.
life is boring without challenges. I think
Yeah.
it's nice to have challenges.
Yeah.
You know.
It means I just feel like it means you're important.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I
Well,
feel like right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good ending. I feel like you guys should really either like start a podcast
No!
or like
Yes.
do something because this is
Thank you.
it's amazing like hearing your guys' perspective as well. Like
Thank
come, and like
And I
like,
told
and
him
Eddie
too.
told me.
He's
Eddie
all
told
like,
me,
I
bro.
remember he was all
Eddie
like,
told me.
he was like, wait, can you find spirituality with yourself? Like, because we're talking about girls, like,
Yeah.
learning from girls, because our guy was like, yeah, that's like a whole nother. We didn't even bring up why we brought this up, but then I was
A
like,
little
bro,
bit.
like,
Yeah.
it's good to hear their perspective because
Right.
you understand more, you learn more, and like you see how you are too. You know, like being around people too all the time, you realize like, okay, like how are you, and it challenges you, and
Yeah.
it makes you look like, okay, like. You know, where you at? Are you really enjoying the conversation? Are you really listening, or
Yeah.
or is it your ego, or is it your
Yeah.
ego that you're just trying to
I
like?
agree.
I just want to say thank you for this because what I was able to take away from this, that for me, like I'm just so, I don't know, I'm so critical of myself. You know what I mean? Like
I am
I'm
too.
such
I
a
am too.
perfectionist.
Same.
Is that the word,
I'm the
perfectionist?
same, yeah.
You know, and I'm always worried about something.
Yeah.
You know, and I ended up loosening up towards the end, but at first I was very, very like unsure and just kind of like
Yeah.
trying to find a nice little corner to be in, you know,
Mhm.
just to listen to you guys, and here I am
Mhm.
half the time talking, you know.
Yeah, that's good.
Like I'm just saying, what I'm trying to say is thank you for letting me practice with
Oh,
my
shit.
voice. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
No worries.
You know?
She's so
Yeah.
well articulated.
Yeah,
And I feel
exactly.
like you were doing fine. I didn't realize it, but I kind of can tell that you're like.
Yeah, the
alright.
energy
Yeah.
shifted.
I
guess- I
she got more
guess-
confident in it.
Yeah.
This
For
is
sure.
like
Thanks
That's
for coming
all-
out, though.
thank
for
you.
coming
It's
out.
been
Thank
my-
you for coming out.
been my
And thank
pleasure.
you
It's
for
been our
having us.
pleasure.
Thank you
It's
for
a
having
pleasure.
us. For
Thank
real.
you
You know what I
guys.
mean? Everything was fun.
It's been
Kinda
a great
like, just
conversation.
Going
Doing
off
this
of
again.
like what you said too, for myself, I can speak for myself. Anything that I do, it's like I'm just gonna put it out there, and even if it's not that good, it's like I'm like through that process, I'm getting better, like, and I'm improving and I'm learning. So it's like even if it's not that good, it's like
You did it.
You experience it and you feel it and you see like, okay, like,
Yeah.
like how can
That's-
I
do I
improve?
that's
like
the way
it,
I'm
or do I
growing
wanna
right
try
now.
something else?
Right.
Is trying to learn to accept myself in every way, regardless of how they come out, you know, or how I come out, you know.
Yeah.
Always, instead of always wanting to be having everything squared away, because I get like that. I'm very tedious, you know,
Yeah.
OCD like.
Yeah.
But it's nice to experience
human.
different shapes, you know, and just be
Definitely
human.
Feel
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and I
It's
feel like
real
this. I feel like this was just
interaction.
like a
Yeah, real
grounded
interactions.
grounded conversation. You know what I mean? And that's what I feel like. I mean, you guys would bring. You know, it's like what we need is like this energy, mind, spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Really
women,
tapping in.
please be
Yeah.
aware of this. Be aware of
We
this
should have
and grow
if
from
we do
it.
podcasts, we should just do it with a different person every time.
Every time.
That
Every
way we
time.
have-
different
Exactly.
perspectives,
Where-
just talking to people.
Yeah.
Where can like for your Instagram, like where can like people follow you guys?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
also
wow.
like if people want to like
Well,
see
you have
what you
your
guys are up
BU.
to.
I know you have your BU.
Oh
I have
yeah.
Page, I got
But
Instagram
see,
page.
I'm a little sad and shy about that one. I don't say much on there. I do every now and then. You know, the other thing I'm working on is inconsistency, because that has been a terrible friend of mine. You know, trying to
It's a
work.
process.
Yeah, it definitely
You're figuring out
is.
your process.
You know,
Because that's what
But-
happens. Like when you're in that age, like you're just
Yeah.
trying to figure out your process because you don't want to listen. You don't want to listen to anybody because it's like, okay, like everybody's been telling me what to do already. It's like, stop telling me what to do. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Let me learn it for myself. And I
Yeah.
feel like sometimes, like you have to be aware of that. Like, okay, like dude, don't tell them what to do. It's like let them breathe, let them, you know, figure it out.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? Let them figure out their thing, like
Hell yeah.
their intuition,
Um,
what's going on
but,
inside.
Yeah, like where can yeah, sorry.
At Bridget M. Smith.
Let's go.
My turn.
Let's go.
My Instagram is at k.t.martin.
Oh shoot! Wait, I think I
I
have
feel
an
like she
underscore at the
practiced
end.
that like so many times.
Have
She
it-
said
have
it
it, like,
so
ready.
good. She said it
Have
so
it ready.
perfect.
Could you put
She
this
said
in the
it so
description
perfect.
box or let it
Yeah.
pop up?
Yeah.
Like-
right there.
Yeah,
that little
yeah, let
voice.
it pop up. Let it pop up. Pop. But no, I appreciate it for real, cause I feel
Yeah.
like I don't talk about my feelings enough. I'm very tough, very tough. I tend to just like put it in my head and deal with it, which I'm okay with.
I
It's,
feel like that's the like for me, I deal with that too, but like
Yeah.
that's the masculine side of it. I
Yes.
guess.
Deal with
Yeah,
what?
it
deal-
is.
deal
You know what I'm
with-
saying?
Wait,
The masculine.
Deal with what? Sorry, what was it again?
like
Sorry.
just feelings. Like I feel like it's good to express yourself. Like it's good talking about stuff like this, cause it like gets what you want to say off your mind. Like
Yeah.
it gets like it's nice to have
It's-
people listening. Like that's a really comforting feeling.
And
So to, like,
knowing that you guys are really listening and going
Yeah.
to say
Yeah.
something right back and not
Yes.
just be like,
Yes,
re-
like
I
I
really
express
want to
myself.
listen.
I
really-
definitely
coming from-
yes.
You guys were the stars. You know,
Yeah,
have,
thank you. Like
exactly.
listen.
we expressed ourselves, and that's major. Like I don't really express myself like that. I just kind of tend to keep it to myself, which
Just
I'm
like
okay
coming,
with.
coming
Go
from
ahead.
like a man's perspective, like like the thing is, it's like, oh, men like don't cry, or like men don't have like feelings, but it's
Yeah.
like they do experience that stuff, and like
Yeah,
to be able
they
to
do.
express that, it's like it's a great feeling.
And it's and it's a great
Especially
feeling
for
too
men.
to realize like when you fuck up. I
Yeah.
love that feeling. Like it hurts, but I'm like, damn, like I'm gonna get better. You know, like it hurt,
Yeah.
you're just like, damn, like I can't believe I'm like that.
I'd be so.
I want that feeling. You know.
I'd be so ashamed. I'd be like, Bridget, accept it. You just fucked up. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm
But I want to
glad.
feel that
denial.
feeling. You know.
That's why I'm glad y'all like talk like how you guys do, because
and I'm
like,
hungry.
men don't. I swear, men don't. I do notice that men are looked at as like, you guys gotta be the tough ones. You
Yeah.
guys have to hold it together.
And
Yeah.
And
we
it's
always
like you
gotta
guys
hold our
gotta
weight.
deal with
We
a
al-
lot.
we always gotta
You
hold
guys
our weight.
deal with a lot. You know, you guys do. So it goes both ways, 100%. Like
Yeah.
women,
Oh, yeah.
sometimes we do get too focused on just women, how
Yeah.
we feel. You guys are in the wrong. No, like you guys deal with a lot too.
We got
So-
way and you guys got way, and it's like we have to
Yeah.
understand our
We
ways
do.
and where we're at the time too.
We do.
Yeah.
You know, like hey, right now, like I'm feeling this way and I'm expressing myself this way, and it's just like hey, like this is what it is. Like
Yeah.
this is where I'm at. It's one of those days for me, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like
Eddie, where can everybody knows like where
Where
you,
did
where
the
you can
ca-
follow.
I was gonna say your
Wait,
camera turned
It
off.
turned off.
oh,
Oh
did
yeah,
it?
so just say it. We're still
It's,
recording.
Shit.
at the only EAG. Follow me at the only EAG. Yeah, I just got my shirts out. So if you're interested, just let me know. I got more designs coming out. You know.
You can hear me.
Yeah.
Hey, appreciate you guys.
Giving me the ad
Thank you,
libs.
guys.
Appreciate
The
you.
KT and Bridget
Thank you.
ad
Thank
libs,
you.
spiritual ad libs here in the
Spiritual ad libs.
building.
This is
Let them know,
spiritual.
man. It's
Start
just
that
the
podcast.
team.
Spiritual.
Start that podcast, man.
Spiritual.
Start that
You
podcast.
see it, you know, it's just a campfire.
Spiritual.
Hey.
Spiritual.
Spiritual.